Coming soon on video and DVD.
Found the alarm!
Files!
Low and high, land and sky, there's a danger that fills the air. Though most people are unaware of the traps waiting to ensnare wanderers of the occult. On the chase of the case, every question we tear apart. We've got mystery in the heart. Our brains, they are filled with smarts in pursuit of the results of light that is shared by the stars each night. They explain why they're playing such a game to remain undetained and away from sight. It just might, for at the end of the day, it's up to us three. And together we'll venture until we have solved the mystery. And together we'll venture until we have solved the mystery. And together we'll venture until we have solved the mystery.
Episode opens. Lou is laying on bed. Big sad. And that's our episode.
Okay.
Oh, actually, never mind. Scratch that. No, okay, we're going back to bedroom. Bedroom. Lou, big sad bedroom. Yes.
Okay. So this is where we're starting, alright.
Yeah.
Doing alright for the
This was
past
just what
few
was
days
saved
since the
before.
last mission occurred. And he just kind of said that he's going to leave his room and face Scooby and Orchid.
Yes.
And then could you please decide what we're doing?
We're
I think it's
in
because
Lou's
Aiden
bedroom.
saw like my screen as I transitioned over, and I hadn't set up the inn, so it was set on Lou by default. Because normally we open up at the lake, and that's when it's like already there. And then I took it off screen a second later, so he saw the inn appearing. So that one was on me.
So we're in Lou's room. We're rolling with this.
All right.
What do you do, Lou?
I'm confused. What's happening?
We are in
Who are
Lou's.
you?
We are in Lou's room. Lou is sad. What does Lou do, huh? What do you do, Lou?
Lou just kind of sits up and exits the room. Surprisingly, he's in the new outfit that, Orchid brought to his room probably prior.
As he's about to exit the room, he he bumps into Orchid by the door, holding a tray. Oh, sorry, I was about to knock.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It is all right. Thank you for bringing me lunch. He
Yeah,
just
it's
kind of helps her steady the tray.
yes,
she
it's
doesn't drop.
it's my pleasure. I think the soup might have spilt a little bit, but aside from that, everything else should be okay.
Oh, thank you for bringing me. What time is it? Lunch?
Well, DM, what time is it?
12:30.
Yeah, it is. It is around lunchtime. Sorry, I didn't realize I'd slept in.
No, it's quite all right. We haven't had any early morning calls today, so well, not anything for the past week or so anyway. So it's quite all right.
Yes, I've had plenty of time to unwind after the chaos of last mission.
Yes, good. I've been catching up on some of my reading myself. The Death of Rog is actually quite fascinating. Scooby made a good choice in that regard. Still no mention of his ancestry, but it was at least something to pass the time.
Hmm. I might as well look into it myself then.
Potentially, as my investigation into the antidote continues. Other than that, Fred has been somewhat of a help to me. I'm still trying to convince her to go to the library with me more often so that she can get away from the Emporium. It just still does not seem like the place for her, to be honest, after everything.
No, I'm afraid it's not the place for her.
I still haven't been
just
there
so happen
myself,
to
but
agree with you
I've
on
heard
that end.
rumors.
Emma is nice in, her singularity, but she does have her peculiarities. Particularly when it comes to wanting to stab her ex as hard as possible.
Yes, Paul has definitely, told me of some stories revolving that and some other things. He's
Is there
quite the
anything
gossip
I've
when you get him
missed out
talking.
on? Well, you're going to have to enthuse me with some of those stories sometime.
Absolutely, but for now, eat your soup.
Like, Lou just kind of
No
sits
soup for
on
you.
his bed and
No soup.
consumes soup.
I'm guessing this is where I roll my survival check.
Pecan soups.
Yes, this is where you roll survival. Let's see if Lou die.
All right, perfect then. I have a +5. Let's go ahead. Let's see. 22.
Good. The Sue.
Wow, the Sue is absolutely perfect. No notes.
No notes.
I learned Goodberry off screen for nothing.
Well, at least you don't have to perform spare the dying for a second time.
It's gonna be like Uncle Yuri from Spy X Family, just this is delicious.
Lou just kind of gives Orchid a thumbs up and says, "Oh, this is delicious. Did you make this?"
I actually did, with a little bit of help from downstairs. But yes,
You're really good.
Well, thank you. Not quite the same list of ingredients that I normally have, but I used a few substitutes from an old recipe from back home.
You're going to have to share it with me then.
Yes, it does seem like there is a lot of catching up to do. I take it from the way that you're dressed right now, and the fact that you were almost about to be out of the door, that you're prepared to face the outside world again, so to speak.
Feeling a little better, but I'm not quite up to sorts yet. As you can imagine, last mission has left me a little frazzled.
Yes. How are your hands doing?
Pretty fine. I should be able to wield my sword all right.
That's good, but I was more referring to the pain that you mentioned.
Oh, yes. But there is this pain in my chest that won't go away. Whenever I think about it, it's there, so I've been trying to ignore it.
I see. I have heard of such a thing before. The elders talked about it. Phantom pain, I think they called it. Which I said was bizarre at the time because there were no phantoms around. We have warding stones for that.
They mean phantom pain as in it's not there. I will need to deal with it myself in some time.
Perhaps what you need is some form of distraction.
Excellent idea. Lou finishes his soup and stands up from the bed. Have you heard from Scooby lately, by the way?
Well, I did prepare another bowl of soup for him not too long ago, so... But I haven't seen him since.
That is
was my
a little
prototype
bit of
batch.
a concern.
If Lou was the prototype only, dang. I see how you feel about Lou.
No, I'm saying I
Not
gave
good enough for the final
No,
product.
I'm saying I gave Scuba the prototype and Lou the final product. Got the other way around. I thought that I thought that Scuba's bottomless pit would be, you know, more suited to that.
God, you better have made his soup spicy though. He needs it.
Oh yeah, no, he needs it.
After
Yeah.
last episode, no, he doesn't.
You sure? Why not just load him up?
He can make rat soup, which I'm pretty sure you guys have broke several laws and probably violated the Geneva Convention by
Understatement.
by consuming 2 rats there. I'm pretty sure, but you know, oh well.
Yeah. Oh well.
We weren't the ones who consumed the rat. We allowed Scooby to consume the rat.
Yeah,
Same
also
difference. Yeah, it's very different.
Hey, you know, if Lord Ratsputin wants to put us on trial, you know, from what happened before he resumed command again, which is already a legal gray area anyway. You know, he's well able to do so, but I think he's either got better problems to worry about, considering you know, the fear factor from Scuba himself, or he's gonna let it slide because we freed his people. So, you know, I think we're okay.
Well, also, as we know it, this whole world may not even have the same Geneva Conventions we do. So,
I mean,
should probably fill in.
This world
We
might
don't
not
have
have
confirmed
Geneva.
Geneva.
Yeah, this world might not have Geneva.
There's
Sure
something
that's a
similar
Germany-
in this
I'm pretty
world.
sure that's a Germany exclusive DLC package.
Aiden, I'm writing your
Don't you know the only country in this world that from the real world is Geneva is Germany.
Well, good, because Geneva's in
Okay,
Switzerland,
wait.
so joke's on
I
all of
don't
you.
Geneva's in Italy.
Going to Germany.
Everybody's
Listen,
Germany.
I'm sorry, Ghosty, but like Russia's not canon to this world. There is no Russia, so
There is no
I can change
Russia.
that.
There is no Queen
I
of
can
England.
change
Oh, don't worry. I'll simp later.
Yeah, don't worry, Vin. We already have Ratsputin from last episode, so we've already have our, you know, Russian influence.
I was there for that. Don't worry, I was there for that. I was in chat. Don't worry. I was in chat. Well, this time I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, then Orchid and Lou suddenly get a message on their sending stone.
Oh, look at that
Sending them for a
distraction!
mission.
Perfect.
Perfect time.
Distraction.
Distraction.
Lou looks like Aiden. Might I remind you? It's not the sending stones that teleport people. The sending stones
Yeah.
are only to relay messages.
Yeah, you actually got a sending stone message or notification on a sending stone.
Notification.
Well, I mean,
Notification.
look. Honestly, it is close enough. Like, what would you call it? It's like,
Yeah,
it's
you got
vibrates in our pockets, like mobile phone style. It's basically a notification.
Ghosty, sometimes we just have to take what we get. It's better than teleporting.
This one
Well, I
has
mean, that's
a
what they're
custom
in for.
shredders that exist, so you know.
They're magical shredders. They're magical shredders.
Theoretical shredders? What the?
Like Lou just
They're mad.
picks up his sending stone.
Oh yeah, wait, it's on his knee. Oh no.
Like
No,
yeah,
the
his hand
sigil is on his knee. The sending stone is a stone.
It's in his.
Guys, let's put stones on people's knees.
We do
Just
love
like
our
tied it
stones.
around. Yeah, no. So
Well, I mean, I
Orchid-
guess you could say you would be stoned if you did that.
Yeah.
Orchid holds up
True
a
stoner.
stone like regular people would do in this situation, and waits for the message.
Mission. Please report to the Mystery Guild.
Well, that's pretty clear cut. He pockets the sending stone again. I guess I guess I'll see you there.
Should we alarm Scooby before going?
I thought that he would receive the same message, right? Although
Everyone got the same message, just generic message.
It might take him a bit longer to fish out of his collar, but aside from that,
Yeah, Scooby isn't quite set up well, is he? Oh well, we'll deal with it later.
That soup man must have done some stuff to him.
I mean, it's even aside
Oh
from that.
god, listen, Emma may have got her hands on the soup and put a little special sauce in there.
Wait, what? Where did Emma get her hands on Orchid's soup? Hold on a second.
When Orchid blinked for a
Excuse me,
second,
what
Emma
What kind of fever dream did we
Aiden, there's a better way to put this.
I'm kidding.
That's
Dog
better
don't
now.
take soup. Dog don't take soup well. I feel like that's just a better way to put it.
I don't know. He's very supernaturally implied stomach, so
Soup or naturally? Crazy, bro.
yes.
I hate you.
Anyways, what do you guys do next? Do you teleport?
Yes, well, Orchid activates the Omnitrix and teleports to the headquarters.
Orchid
Oh,
activates
what
the
the
Omnitrix. Lou
It's on her wrist.
and
Yeah, that's how she
Lou
teleports.
just
You like have to press the wrist. Yeah.
She just
Ah.
slams it. She slams her wrist like, go.
Yeah. So off
Lou
she goes.
stands up and takes a nightly kneel, and that's how he teleports. But sometimes he just
Lou's not a knee slapper. Aw.
No, not. Unfortunately,
Literally.
no. Now, where is the
I hate
headquarters?
I hate you all.
I mean, you should be teleporting there.
I'm already on Greg, by the way. I'm on Greggy Poo,
I
so
understand. I just need to remember where I put the headquarters. I have so many of these.
There's
Cat Valley. The diagram Ghosty had.
the rat gram. I love the rat gram.
No, that's not it.
Off
That's
of the
what's
gram.
Rat gram.
That was arguably our one dungeon.
Rat gram. Whoa.
You made another. I haven't decided yet.
That's okay. Oh, right, it's in Keratin Central. That's why. That's because it's in different. Oh, because I have it in the same part, I think, as the inn. Yeah, here we go. Mystery Guild. Got it. All right, teleported in. I don't know why Lou is. Oh, that's right, because last episode he was dead. Okay, there we go. He's upright.
Was big dead.
Yeah, he got stabbed through the chest by Scooby.
Listen, he got the treatment of Bill. And that makes me so sad because I love Bill. She's awesome.
Oh, different Bill.
I thought you were talking about the the Tarantino film. Okay.
In the arms
Arguably,
of the
arguably that was
angel.
also the same.
I don't know if Venice seen series 10 of Doctor Who.
I'm sure that Vina's seen Kill Bill though, so
Yeah, no, I've seen Kill Bill, and don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen series 10. I get mixed up too many series, but I was thinking of a different Bill who went by Shotgun.
Oh, no. I mean, I guess she did have a hole in her chest, but that was laser. That was laser.
That was very much laser.
That was laser gun.
Very laser.
Listen, I'm just saying Buzz Lightyear just had to have his way with her chest.
Oh, copyright.
That sounds
Oh.
wrong.
Not
That
talk
sounds
about that.
That sounds wrong.
Okay,
That's not what I
I'm
meant.
opening and closing the door in this conversation. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, the scene's ready, by the
Anyway.
way. I got the background.
Okay, anyways, welcome, guys. Hope you enjoyed your extra long break since, what happened last time?
Lou just kind of rubs his arm uncomfortably.
So, wait, we're missing one of you. Where is that dog thing who may or may not do
Correct?
the.
That dog
Yeah.
thing. Do you not know our names yet?
I do, but listen, I'm kind of really
Do we need
old.
to do another formal? Do we need to formally introduce ourselves for a second time?
No, it's fine. But
Everyone
seriously
forgets
though,
my name
where
for
is
some
he?
reason.
The dog is souped out of his mind.
We don't actually know. We thought he would teleport here. We happened to be together at the time, but he was in another room than us. So we were expecting to see him here. At the
I
moment.
sent you all a message. I can send a reminder message that may glow slightly brighter to get his attention.
I suppose,
Well,
yeah.
so hopefully he gets the summons. But I can always send you two ahead. So, today's mission is a very important mission. So people in Melksbury have been going missing for the past 2 weeks.
Another missing person case.
Well, I
Milk?
say it's actually been it's been over the case of several years, but over the course of these 2 weeks, more people have gone missing in faster time zone.
Has anyone investigated these disappearances before? Because last time it seemed like no one seemed to care until we showed up. But this one's been going on for even longer. So what's the deal going on here?
They're a very superstitious town, and they're not really too keen on outsiders. I did try to send someone like 20 years ago, but that kind of got shut down.
20
Something
years
about
ago? How many years has it been?
and people have been occasionally going missing in this town, like every few months, every few years, technically,
Yes, but
for
for
the
how
last
long?
decade.
So for the past decade, but you sent someone 20 years ago, meaning you sent them a full decade early?
No, no, it's just ramped up recently.
Okay,
I've
so to rephrase my question, how long... When was the first documented disappearance from this town?
35 years ago.
Oh God!
Oh no, then it's been a while.
Yeah, listen, they're not very trusting outside. They were mined from oil a while ago.
Waited 15 years for us.
They're mined from oil. Oh, other crops. They're raided by bandits quite often. They've had a lot of misfortune. Some say the town is cursed.
Another derelict town, I see. Well, hopefully, if everything I've learnt from the cat town about restoring crops, perhaps that will be a way to gain their trust if we helped in that way first.
Indubitably. Shall we be on our way then?
Yes, I think so. I mean, we should definitely proceed with caution, but... Oh, actually, whereabouts is this town?
It is about 50 miles west from here. But I did program your stones, sending your glyphs to take you there.
50 miles west. If I recall correctly, about 40 odd miles west from here is ocean, correct?
Yes.
So
10
are we going into the middle of an ocean, or perhaps there is maybe an island of some kind?
It's an island. It's an
Oh,
island.
fantastic. Okay, all right. In that case, I will be right back. So he teleports away for a second.
Oh, what? Okay.
Hey, you make a map, bro. You need a map.
And within the span of about 2 minutes, she returns. There we go. If we're going in that direction, the climate's a little bit warmer. I have modified my outfit that I required from the Rat Kingdom from last time. As much as I adore the outfit that you gave me, Lou, This one I think is a little bit breezier, still modest, of course, and will be a bit more fitting so I don't, boil upon entry.
It's
Like, Blue just adjusts his outfit and wishing he had something more breezy, but unfortunately the breezy kind of outfit he had is now stained with his own blood.
I learn
Well, I don't do that.
prestidigitation. Reminder to self, learn prestidigitation.
You don't need to do that for me. Relax. I will figure it out eventually.
All right, if you say so.
I'm pretty sure there is a place where I can buy an outfit at the island.
Most likely.
Most likely. If not, I can just take the top off this outfit.
That is fair.
You could do that.
If anything, we might need to find something to blend in to look more like the locals, but I have no idea if that's even possible. The locals might be tieflings for all I know. In that case, we're kind of doomed in that regard.
If they are a band of if we are going into a town of tieflings, we are
Screwed.
outranked.
The climate would make sense,
You're
actually.
done so.
Yes,
Shall we be
Greg, what species are the locals? Or are there various?
Various species, mostly humans, but they tend to have a handful of species there. You have your gnomes, your cat girls, your werewolf. I think maybe a rat person's there. Like I think a green striped rat is there. So that's a thing.
We haven't met any of those yet. That'll be interesting.
Bro, them rats crossing the ocean. Let's go.
The rats crossing the ocean.
Rats crossing the ocean, baby.
But
We
yeah,
smile.
it's a pretty diverse island. I mean, they may be small-minded in some regards for outsiders, but for the people who are there, they are very open-minded. So you are not dealing with any racism, or I don't think
yet.
Although xenophobia may be an issue you may suffer, but you know.
That is good to know, because if we dealt with any racism, Scoobert might eat them again. So that's a relief.
Yeah, like after all, that is a persistent problem with Scoobert. I wish it wasn't.
I wish he wouldn't eat people. That's what I wish.
Anyway,
that's fine.
Lou just kind of looks at Orchid and says, well, let us be off then. It just kind of takes a knightly knee and teleports to the location.
Alright. Orchid activates the Omnitrix and does the same.
Aiden, was it always an island, or did you just improv that, right?
Oh no, it was always an island. It was just
I had to remind him because my excuse for the different outfit was that it was an island, so I needed Aiden to verbally confirm it was an island.
Okay. Here's the thing. One, it's been a week, so my brain kind of did it. Two, I wrote down a majority of this. It's just a handful of details were not written down, and those were the ones I needed just now. It's like, oh crap, I wrote down so many details.
We got there eventually. It's like, how long has this been going on for?
I have a whole bubble map and everything. I have a whole bubble map of everything.
A bubble map is different from a real map.
Somehow you have a full plan, and yet this still feels like the Aiden improv we have grown accustomed to.
Listen, listen. I listen. When I'm not scripting something, I make it. I try. It's kind of difficult. I'm very spotty. Anyways, we teleport into the middle of a town / the village town area in the middle of town square.
To a village kind of town area.
Town. ANEXT has stopped working. I'm flustered.
Yeah, guys, welcome to Town. This is town.
No, it's Townsville.
There
we go.
God, I can't do his voice. Welcome to the city of Townsville, where the Powerpuff Girls reside. I can't do his voice.
Collab with the Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, everybody, you guys end up being in this town square. What do you do next? Mhm.
Okay, so Lou is going to take a look around and search for any shops that might be about.
Time for shopping. Shop.
Right.
Shut.
Orchid,
Do we sh-
Okay,
Orchid's following him,
roll
but-
investigation check.
Investigate your shops, brother.
Rolling investigation. I have a +0 to investigation, so this is most likely not gonna end well.
Just believe.
I am rolling
It's
investigation.
a 10.
Oh, don't worry, I got a dirty 20.
Okay, it's kind of unclear to Lou. Lou is pretty sure there's a general shop and a diner nearby next to an inn. Lou is like pretty sure, but not 100% sure. But Orchid notices Mrs. Potts General Store, Marwick's Diner, and the Angel Inn, all
Yes,
sitting next to each
Marwick's
other.
Diner. That's totally not a reference to anything.
Yeah, it did not
Well, I mean,
reference
Mrs.
anywhere.
Potts, it's even more famous.
I know,
Supposed
right?
to understand any of this. To understand.
Well, Mrs. Potts is from Beauty and the Beast, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is there. Yeah.
All right.
Why couldn't we
Tomorrow's
get
from a Mirror Girl.
tiny teacup is cooler, bro. The tiny teacup was chill.
Anyways, what do you guys do now that you notice these buildings?
Damn, no place that sells clothing.
Actually, I think that general store might have something that's suitable. It's sort of hard to tell because I think I can see from what looks like some railings behind some other products, but I'm pretty sure that's where we need to go.
Oh, even if it's not, I'm just looking for some more breezier pants than this. I can just as easily take off the shirt and put it in my bag. But I also do not want to draw any eyes because I know from the Catgirl incident that I am frankly quite attractive.
Well, we are in the
It
middle
did
of the
not
town square
occur-
right now, so I
It
don't
did not
think.
occur to me before that incident. Anyway, let's be off.
All right.
You guys
Yes.
are going to Mrs. Pot General Store?
Yes.
We're going to Mrs. Potts General Store.
We can also we're going to Mrs. Potts General Store, and while they're walking, Lou says, "While we're there, we can also get some information from the locals, while posturing ourselves as just local out-of-town shoppers."
Is that the best idea considering their view on outsiders, or should we try to be a little bit more subtle in our approach and pretend that we know a few things already? Or perhaps
Indeed,
eavesdrop.
You do have the better plan.
I mean, you can't really do deception. Deception the -1, but okay.
What are you whispering to the demons there, Vin?
Nah.
He's whispering
Nah.
that he knows our character sheets and knows why this might not work, but again, dramatic irony, so... Yeah.
Fair. This is DM brain strong.
Vin, I am going to stab you with a stick if you spoil the campaign for the players.
Oh no!
I didn't say it.
All that he said was our perception was -1 or something. So it's not
Deception.
Yeah.
You want to
Okay.
Deception. Okay. Fine.
In the general store, you see Mrs. Potts talking to a young boy. Now,
What?
dear, remember, make sure you give that bread to your mother. Okay, he says, running off. I swear, that family needs to get their life together.
Keyword later.
She goes back to organizing some shelves behind her in her store.
Do you have a PNG for this character?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
What's
She's just.
what's her
grumpy.
hot?
It seems Jacob is going to have to yet again just pull a preset out of the ether.
Yeah, no. Aiden told me the shop for this episode was an armor shop, so I also don't have a general store background, and I am just going through Free Pick right now, and I found something.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned a general.
Out
Well,
in the really, really long
you
list. And
mentioned-
let's see
you
if I can
mentioned,
find the really, really long.
Oh, okay, because I might have just misinterpreted that, because I remember you mentioning a shop. I asked what kind of shop. You said armor shop, so maybe that's on me. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't say we need an armor shop. I said, Ghosty, I don't know how to make armor shop, so it's up to you to make the armor shop if you need one.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, well, in that case, Ghosty,
you
if you need an
wanted-
armor shop, I have one. What luck?
Yeah, good, thanks. What luck?
Yeah, I meant more of the prices, not the background, but
Oh,
yes.
But
well,
yeah,
okay.
that's because all of Aiden's shops
Yeah.
tend to suck and have very high prices.
To be fair, we
For
have
some
very high
reason.
salaries, so it kind of compensates.
Yeah, yeah.
Aiden is capital. If you can't tell, Aiden
You
is
get
capital.
50 gold per mission, okay? It has to be a high.
That is crazy, bro. That is
Well-
crazy, bro.
What
Well,
do
that's
you
how much
think I
it-
mentioned there?
That is what the.
The only currency
Anyway.
that's been mentioned thus far in the series has been gold. We haven't mentioned anything to do with like
Hey,
copper,
okay.
silver, electrum, or anything.
Okay, so
Like, I'm pretty
This is-
sure
you want-
we had Silver and Electrum back in the Rat Town.
I think that because I mentioned them. I'm not convinced
Yeah.
entirely.
Aiden,
What?
you pay these guys more than Knick-Knack paid us from the guy who created Knick-Knack's campaign.
Yes.
Dang.
You pay more than Knick-Knack, who has a planet made and full of gold.
Ah,
Well, I mean,
nice.
to be fair, if you have a planet made full of gold, you don't want to put too much of it out in the open because that will just crash the markets. So that's actually quite smart on this part, not to do it, not to pay much.
That's fair.
Anyways, Mrs. Potts is organizing shelves. What do you guys do?
Lou is going to slip over to whatever. Let's see if he can find some clothing, but also keeping his ears open for any touch of information he is able to gather.
Orchid is regretting
said-
wearing her massive hat today, but is otherwise trying to stay out of the way and possibly eye around to see if there is anyone else
As,
What
as
else
she's
is-
humming,
that's available in the store.
like a tune to herself while organizing the shelves, she accidentally knocks off a photo of a woman and her child
Hold on, wait, is this Orchid or
onto
Mrs.
the
Potts?
floor. Mrs. Potts.
Okay.
Why would Mrs. Potts? She accidentally knocks down a photo of a woman and child
I just-
off the counter or the checkout counter.
Okay, if I'm gonna mention this, I looked back to, from, Gotcha Life 2 back to this stream for a moment just to see Lou float through the air.
Lou has
That's-
ascended.
That's the only way I can move them around.
Yeah, I know, but it was just hilarious.
Lou has ascended.
Lou has
Anyways, Mrs. Potts goes, "Oh dear." She picks up the photo of the woman and the girl, looking at it sadly. She puts it back on the counter and goes back to organizing the shelf.
Orchid noticed that, but is a little bit too far away to make out who was actually on there. So she's going to try and pick something from the store shelves, with the excuse she's going to go and buy it, so she can look at the photo more closely.
All right.
So what are
Okay,
on the shelves?
You are near a shelf with a pint of honey, a little mini freezer-esque kind of cold thing that has some like cream that's frozen called ice cream.
It's a gelato.
Cream that is
Yeah.
frozen. ice cream.
It's just a block of cream.
It's just a block of frozen.
Well, it's ice cream, but it's like medieval ice cream that I'm defining it as.
Like it's
Gosh.
in blocks
Okay,
of
Aiden.
frozen.
And you define the medieval ice cream, but not the mini freezer.
I don't know how to keep it cold. What do you want me to say? It's in a magical jar that's freezing?
No.
Yes.
Maybe, or like a
No,
lager or
idiot.
something.
An ice
What
box,
is
maybe?
that?
A larder,
Wait,
a larder is a type of cupboard they used to use to store like this to store cold food. It's not properly refrigerated, but it's like it keeps the heat out. You know, just through natural
Well,
property.
like a larder. You're near a shelf with has a larder next to it with some ice cream in it.
Ice
Of
cream's in a
various flavors.
PC. Don't worry, it
Listen,
exists, bro.
Listen, we can all point and laugh at Aiden's inconsistencies later. Right now, let's just focus on,
There's
health
a
campaigns
bag of raw
This is the-
beans.
What kind of bean?
A bag of green beans. A bag of raw green beans.
I don't. Okay, sure. This the
And
ones that are
and a pound of mustard. And a
Just a
pint of honey.
Whatever must
a
be
pound of mustard. Not even in a bottle. It's just a pound of mustard.
Yeah.
Okay, I need something here. So, out of all of these options, actually, wait, hold on. She's thinking this in her head. So, out of all of these options, the pint of honey isn't conspicuous enough. I can't carry that around with me. That would be great in general, but perhaps another time. As for the pound of mustard, a similar issue presents itself. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and select the beans. And I'm also curious about whatever this thing is here. I wonder if I just click that. It's cold. I don't expect that, but my goodness. Okay. That was...
Oh.
Okay, so... Okay, beans first. She collects a few of the beans, and then... Okay, very carefully I'm going to take this. And... Alright. Now, make my way to the counter.
Making my way to the counter where some green beans.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome. Wait, have you been around here before? You seem new.
I don't know.
He gives you a hard look.
I handle blocks of frozen cream all the time, on the regular. In fact, no reason to suspect otherwise.
blocks of.
That's what it is.
You mean ice cream? You mean ice cream?
As a matter of fact, yes, I do.
You have a very strange way of speaking. Anyways, the bag of beans you got will cost you 1 gold, and the ice cream will cost you 5 silver.
Oh, silver. Oh, I was about to say, well, I'm not surprised, but no, this is all right. Yeah, I mean, what I was saying, I'm incredibly accustomed to these fair prices. Yes. Well, in that case,
What?
in that case, I will take them.
Right. All right. Ching.
Yes, everybody else is having horrible poison.
Exactly. Orchid is trying to contain her joy at finally reasonable prices. All right.
Listen, you get paid 50 gold per mission, woman.
You decided that. It's not on us.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just saying you get paid a lot. Anyways. But are you just gonna buy it and leave? You shouldn't even look at the picture. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying that in character. No. No. As the items are being processed, I guess. Orchid hands over 2 gold to start off with, because she needs the exchange rate, because she's not used to handling silver. She doesn't have doesn't have silver on hand. But as she does that, She does it specifically with the arm nearest to the picture frame, so she knocks it over by accident. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Huh, curious photo here. I'm not used to seeing photos in stores.
Well,
I mean, around
that's
the
fine.
town, in other stores that I shop in that aren't this one.
That's fine. She grabs it and kind of holds it close to her chest. Look, it's nothing, you know.
It isn't.
She looks all awkward and
It's
sad about it.
Not nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I apologize if it was a touchy subject. It's it is quite the attractive photo after all. Family, if I had to guess off the top of my head.
Yeah, well, with the disappearances and stuff, unfortunately, my cousin and her daughter went missing recently, so just been going through that. But you know, you keep on living.
Oh, I see.
It's not this curse keeps taking stuff from us. But I mean, obviously, you would know about that. You know,
Yes,
being in this town.
I do know everything about I do know about the curse existing, although people do describe the curse in many different ways as if it hasn't been, very concrete. How would you personally describe it?
Like bad luck. Some people argue we deserve the luck we've got. Some people say that we don't. But
Yes,
it's
from
all because of
from
that
our
freaking
extensive.
house.
Yes, the house and its extensive history. The house of. Why am I blanking on the name? I'm having a massive brain fast today. The house of.
The myths.
Myths. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I don't know where my head is today. Probably more frozen than cream, honestly.
Yeah, which, by the way, you may want to eat that soon or find a way to keep it cold because that's not going to be good once it melts.
I actually hadn't considered that and probably should have done. Fair enough. My friend and myself will possibly find somewhere to consume this, out and about. It does seem the perfect way to stay cool in this weather.
Oh, I got something that could help you out. She goes to the back and hands you 2 mini wooden spoons. These are good to eat ice cream with.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you very much. Who takes the spoons?
I assume they have spoons in this time period.
Spoons
don't
didn't
know.
time period. Do not worry.
Spoons did in fact exist.
Spoons
Don't
in
worry,
fact
I'm the queen.
exist. Am I here to be your history fact checker right now? That'll work
Yeah,
out. Yes, sir.
Listen, it's an alternate fairy tale world. Technically, spoons can exist in this world as well. Magic.
I thought I was the only one who could use that excuse.
Magic.
I'm being superfluous for the sake of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Exactly.
Anyways, Mrs. Potts puts down the picture that she has close to her chest, and then goes back to organizing her shelves.
All right. Orchid takes the ice cream and the beans and very cautiously carries it, trying to. In fact, she actually rolls her sleeves down so she could just hold it in place like that, just advance forward. And she goes to where Lou is in the presumed clothing section.
Guys, Orchid should invent the ice cream code.
Oh my god.
Surprisingly, Lou has picked up some shorts.
Hey.
And he's looking at them, getting PTSD flashbacks to his outfit from, the Catgirl time period. He's just kind of looking at them like, oh god, not these again.
Or got stun locked by shorts.
Like, Bro got stunlocked by shorts. That's because Fred dressed him up in an outfit befitting his
His
title.
cover, yeah.
And then got kidnapped.
So he just sighs and he's like, "Oh, I guess these are going to work." It's not exactly going to be comfortable, but I guess it will do.
You know, I'm surprised at that choice from you, Orchid says from like behind as Lou didn't notice her. I'm surprised at that choice from you, but you can pull it off, I'm sure of it.
Dude, roll for secure.
Lou just is kind of shocked for a moment, having Orchid sneak up on him, and he just looks around like, "Huh."
Sorry, I should have made a noise, coughed or something, I don't know.
Well, I mean, how are you supposed to warn someone if you're trying to get out of a trash can?
Okay.
I
So Lou
tried to
just
warn you guys.
Saddles up to the counter. Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello.
How much for these?
One piece of gold.
Lou just hands over the one piece of gold.
Oh wait, I forgot to get my change from you from earlier.
Oh, here you go. Here you go.
Did you just make cash register noises?
Guys, there's a cash register. We have a cash.
I didn't say there was a cash register. I just said there were cash register noises.
It's just something that she does. It's one of her quirks.
She's a quirky woman, okay? Her name is Mrs. Potts. Or she's quirky.
So Lou just goes to the back and gets changed into shorts more befitting the weather, and also packs away kind of the rough tunic, exposing the cream-colored undershirt.
I guess while we're waiting for him, I don't know. If someone were to if someone were to go looking for other answers regarding this curse, these disappearances that they've ramped up recently, from what I've observed, where would one go about doing that? Has there been a specific? I don't know. Is there like an area where they seem to have been taking place more often, or the specific nature of them?
I mean, I would say the diner. I mean, honestly, so far it looks like it's just younger people because, kind of stupid. Like a lot of young people don't believe in the curse, despite the obvious of our town's luck.
I see. So,
But you should know all this. You should know all of this.
Well, I mean, I believe in the curse, so I guess it just has never come up around me. You see, that being said, it's a shame. I mean, the diner would sound like the ideal place to go and consume this ice cream you talked about. So,
I mean, yeah, just be aware though. Avoid that house at all costs. Honestly, I would argue even being in its yard is risky.
We have a place to go now.
we have two places to go actually, because the
We
diner's
have
the
two
place where
places.
where it's all happening.
The room where
Very well.
Lou,
I will alert
Tyler-
some of my family, because some of I do in fact have a few stupid young people in my family as well. So that will be good to bear in mind.
Stupid young people.
Stupid youths, the youths.
The stupid youths. Anyway,
the or the
Lou
youth.
exits the bathroom and kind of catches little bits of the conversation. All right, shall we be off? Is that a block of cold cream?
And
It is,
sugar,
in fact,
probably.
a block of coke. Oh wow, you've grown significantly. I'm kidding. All right. There we go. Well, yes, it's called ice cream apparently.
What a concoction!
It's existed since 200 CC. Who would
Yes,
know
I mean,
Shall we go enjoy this concoction?
absolutely in anywhere except the diner, where most of this disappearances are happening, and would put us in the line of fire. We will definitely not be going there.
We will definitely not be going there.
Anywhere
What
else
is
but
that?
there.
What?
We just
Mrs. Pot just looks at you, confused, and just like, okay.
we continue to back away while assuring her that we're not going to the diner. Under no circumstances shall we go anywhere near this diner.
Oh yes, let's not go near the diner.
No,
Let's
not
not
at
go
all.
anywhere near the diner.
Wouldn't dream of it in a million years or more.
Wouldn't want to go someplace where we're not allowed.
Well, we're allowed, but we shouldn't go there anyway because it's dangerous, and so we will be
It's
smart and
dangerous,
not
surely,
do so.
surely it is.
Oh,
Right.
the door closes behind us, and we're still like mumbling. We make our way to the diner.
Okay.
How does he eat a block of cold
As soon as the
cream?
door
How?
closes, Lou
How does one
turns
eat
to
just a
Orchid.
block of cold cream?
It's like ice cream, but that's what it's called, okay? Shush.
It's just a block. It's a
It's a
straight block of cold
Lou turns to
cream.
Orchid
How
and-
does he eat
Well,
that?
it's in like a bucket, okay? So
It's
it's
like-
kind of in a block shape.
It's slightly
I thought
melted
it was-
now, so we can probably eat the melted parts.
Exactly, God.
Straight like
Lou,
Perfect.
as soon as they're outside, he kind of turns to Orchid and he's like, "Well, did you gather any locations for investigation
Yes, there.
other than the diner that we were warned not to go to? That we, why did we do that? I was just
Oh well, you see, that lady, Mrs. Potts, I assume, because of the name of the establishment, she actually lost I say lost her cousin and her cousin's daughter, but honestly, it's more like they became lost, so to speak. They're hopefully not deceased. So, she didn't say outright that they disappeared there, but I did manage to get the information out that most of the disappearances take place around the diner. So if there is anything untoward or anything suspicious, that is the place to go. Plus, we have an excuse because we have this block of ice cream in which we could actually eat there along with, I assume, something else, because they'll probably only serve us if we also have a meal there. So, or at least something. That's normally policy there.
I also caught from the kind of little bits I've heard that there's also a mysterious house we're not supposed to go to.
Yes, the House of Myths.
That might also be a place to investigate.
house. I
No,
love House
let's
MD.
go. House MD.
House MD.
House MD.
House
That is
MD.
apparently a
YouTube's been
medical
recommending me a
condition.
lot of House MD clips recently, so that's very topically relevant to me.
Dang.
House MD. We love House MD.
House MD.
House MD.
Remember, kids, house said asexuals don't exist.
He did. That
What?
is one of the clips that I have been
He
served.
did in fact say that.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go from
We
that
love House
conversation.
MD. We love House MD.
No, we'll. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's not get distracted by House MD.
For House MD.
At Marwick's Diner, which is a quaint little old-fashioned diner that looks
Okay.
like...
It looks
A
like
diner.
80s retro, but that's only because that's all I could find in the time.
Yeah, you know.
Guys, it looks like a diner from a different era.
For the chat, pretend it doesn't look like this.
Yeah, pretend there is no record in the corner of the map at all.
It is not. It is not run by Miss Holloway.
Ooh,
Starkid. God.
My. See, I'm stuck on House MD. Hold on, give me a few seconds.
Yeah, I don't think there's a misunderstanding.
I'm mentally stuck on House MD. So like.
Next episode's gonna be medical drama, isn't it? I can feel it now.
Oh god.
No, I'm not gonna do that to you guys.
We have entered the diner, and Lou just sits. I'm bothered by this picture. It's bothering me so much.
You
Alright,
know,
I will find something else while we continue to roleplay.
in the diner, you see the owner cleaning some plates, looking grumpy.
Lou just kind of walks up and says, "Hello, sir. We would like to buy a meal and enjoy some iced concoction we bought at the general store."
Fine. We have like some like llama meat for like 3 silver pieces, a pound of butter for 5 silver, salted herring for 5 copper, 1 gallon of cream itself, not ice cream, but like just raw cream for 5 silver pieces, and turkey for 1 piece of gold.
It's turkey. Just
Just turkey.
no measurements. Just turkey.
It's like a mini turkey. It's a baby turkey, okay?
To be
You-
fair, we
Best
must-
we could do around
Look, you're
here.
killing baby turkeys? That's crazy, bro. Just wait till they're adults, bro. It ain't that hard, bro.
It's the best we can do. Magical voice.
For them to grow up.
much like this diner photo. Surprisingly, if you start the word diner in free pick, most of the stuff you get is useless. At least if you have the exclude AI filter on it.
Bro,
Uh,
get that llama meat, bro.
Get the llama meat.
Get that llama meat, bro.
The llama meat.
Lou just kind
What-
of looks to
what
the
is-
llama meat, and then it's like, I will take one salted herring, and okay, what would you like?
I forgot
All
all the
meat.
options because Jacob was trying to find a background at the time, was only half paying attention. So
Well-
I'll have what you have.
You don't want to do the llama meat for 3 silver
Hold on.
pieces?
Would you not like the llama meat?
Perhaps another time. Oh wait, actually.
I would say llama meat is low in fat and cholesterol, has about a 22.42% not percent chance, 22.42 percentage of protein, 3.51 percentage of fat. It's about 58.16 milligram per 100 grams of cholesterol. Mineral-wise, it's a good source of minerals like iron. And compared to other meats, compared to meats like beef, llama actually has lower cholesterol and fat content, and is also a leaner meat than chicken. So I would recommend the llama meat.
I'm not sure if Orchid knows what cholesterol is, so.
Yeah, anyways,
Get a century llama meat facts.
back and cooks you the 2 salted herons for each of you, and like hands them to you both.
Wait, like the bird? I think it hair.
No, herring the fish.
Oh, I heard herons for a few seconds. I was about to say, I thought you said herring.
Yeah.
You know, come to think of it, I do remember that fish is actually it actually does not help with exciting thirst. I think that was cod, though. Actually,
I don't know if you want to eat fish with ice cream. I mean, that's a little bit weird, but you know.
we don't know
Fish
that.
sauce-
We don't know that because we never had ice cream before. Remember, we're trying to pretend.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to
Never had fish.
let us indulge in the local cuisine and make sure that and have some of this fantastic salted herring and accompany it with some nice ice cream to quench our thirst. So,
Aiden, have you never had fish ice cream, bro?
No, ew. That sounds nasty.
Aiden, when we meet up, I'm gonna make you some fish ice cream, bro.
I think
So-
that
so-
sounds
so-
awful.
so Orchid first of all like takes a bite out of the herring and then like even like realizing after like swallowing that it's already making her thirsty, immediately like digs into the ice cream with one of the spoons Yes, that's right. We're definitely locals. Nice herrings and ice cream, you know? Have some eat some ice cream. It'll quench your thirst. Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest.
It'll quench you.
The owner
It's
Morwick just
one
gives
of the
you a
diners.
weird look, and it's like, are you? Oh my god. Okay. He
Lou
goes
does
up to you
kind of
guys.
point to the
Listen,
head.
I get it. You're not from around here, and
What do you mean?
Most
My
people-
thirst is entirely quenched right now. She continues eating as if it's normal.
It's
Like,
quenchy.
Lou's
Look,
just kind of sitting there with the kind of distressed look on his face, like, what the fuck is going
look.
on?
Okay,
Please,
I'm not
please, Lou,
most
dig in.
people.
I give Lou the other spoon. Dig in. Go ahead. Indulge.
Okay, listen, I get it. You're not from around here, and frankly, a lot of us don't trust people for valid reasons.
you do not know what it's like when people just come to this island to exploit us. So I get it. But don't do this. This isn't. You're not good at acting.
I have been told I have negative riz by voices in my head.
I don't even know what that means.
Me neither. That's what's weird about it.
Okay. So seriously, what brings you to town? Because ain't no one goes to this island for no reason.
We are.
Lou just kind of leans over. We are investigating hereby a few disappearances.
So you heard
I am
about
being-
that.
I am being honest and straightforward because it's not like me to lie. Anyway,
Fair enough.
we tried going to the general store to acquire some information, but due to our cover, we've been a little cautious.
Yeah, understandable.
More
Look,
so
if
in
you
this
want to know
current
about this,
situation.
if you want to know disappearances, it's us. Some say the curse from the house has spilt upon the land, causing us to have bad luck, dry spells, and in a lot of cases, we attract negative attention for some reason. A lot more than we should be.
So it's
And it's all because of the house. And on it, and that's why 10 years ago, wife went in there. She said something about her mom calling her into the house. But she never came out. And I was too scared to go in. And yeah.
I see. So.
I also lost my older sister when I was a baby, but she was like 10 when I was like
Do you know
1.
if she?
Don't really remember her too well, but that's for what my mom told me.
Do you know she also went into the house?
My mom thinks so, but it's really unclear. My mom during that time period was pretty preoccupied with me as a small child due to the fact that I was kind of getting into a lot of trouble.
Well,
I once sucked on a piece of
baby, so-
lead.
Is it possible that the house has some sort of wall?
But eventually, some read. I wasn't around for. Well, I was sort of around. I was like 10 during his time period. But I don't really remember too much from that era of time.
Understandable. Although, from what we've been informed, actually, most of the more recent disappearances seem to have been occurring from this location.
Oh, you know how the youth their gossip. There's apparently some dare going around, I've noticed, about About going to the house.
Okay.
Clearly.
So what do you mean the dares are forged in the diner, and that's why the
Area of
disputers count from
investigation.
this location?
Thank you for being upfront with us.
Me, yeah, or that's what people have been saying. Ain't been kidnapping kids if you're worried about that.
I wasn't, but the fact that you mentioned it does kind of concern me a little.
Listen, okay? You do not understand the accusations we get around this town, okay?
In the interest
People
of being
accuse me
candid,
of a
I
lot of
actually
Helping
was
your
somewhat
case.
suspicious of this. However, it could have also been just a case of somebody using your diner as a convenient location that the town convenes around, and therefore a place to strike. It could have been someone else, but yes, I did harbor some doubts of whether or not it could have been yourself.
But, hey, do not go in that house. No one makes it out. For the past 35 years, anyone who's touched that house has never made it out.
Like Lou just gets a kind of wry smile on his face. Alright, I won't go in that house.
No, neither shall I. We will absolutely not
Oh.
enter that house.
Good.
We will leave the domicile
That's
completely
a good
vacant.
thing.
We shall absolutely avoid that house at all costs. Yes, we
Never
will.
shall anyone see us anywhere
What?
near the house or its surroundings, or the yard, in fact.
Good,
of course, we've been
I
cautioned
guess.
against.
No, I gotta get back to working on like dishes for other customers.
Oh, there are other customers
He
in here?
walks off
There are other customers here?
with a
Aiden,
winch.
why are you not
Entirely.
deception checking
Well-
people though?
Like, Lou also, like, scoops and takes a bite of the ice cream, and then he's like, I'm not sure I like this concoction very much.
Yes, I forgot
God.
to warn you. It's kind of, remember what happened to me when I ate the chocolate surprise that Scooby was going to consume? Yes, it's a very
What's
similar thing. You can get brain freeze from this, I imagine.
Oh, it's
What
very
exactly is the
sweet.
chocolate surprise?
Like, in fact, it is very sweet.
Oh. My apologies. I accidentally closed something down. Hold on, let me just bring this back up. Messages of Okulta will be back after these brief messages. It's like an entire town? Well, with the negative Riz guide, Orchid can help you today. Just follow all of these tips and make sure to have a DM that never makes you roll for charisma in your life, and that way you will never have to be accountable for that moment. Oh, thank goodness.
Shall we go to this place we are not supposed to be going?
Don't say that out loud.
Let's do a bit of trolling.
We do a bit of.
That is correct. I don't know why our things are still not loading, but pretend that we're on the script. There we are. Okay.
Do it.
All right. Yes.
Kill it.
So I guess once we finish our delicious salted herring along with our less delicious but absolutely thirst quenching ice cream, we go back to the town center and see if we can locate the house anywhere without asking for directions.
Okay, you're gonna have to do an investigation check.
Actually, you know what? A thought just occurred to me. I know exactly how to make this investigation go faster. One second, and once again, Orchid is going to wild shift into bat form and fly up to investigate the surroundings.
Okay, now roll investigation, but you have advantage.
Yeah.
You sort of bat.
I knew this was a good idea. Okay, rolling investigation.
12.
That is a 21. Oh, not 20 for a total of 21, I should say.
Okay,
Nice.
you
I
both
see
notice
everything.
you notice you notice a house on a hill.
Investigation.
There's a castle on a hill. You notice a
As the
house on
story
a hill.
goes.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
As the story goes, there's a castle on the hill. It's a castle on the hill.
A house
Going
on
with
a
it.
hill that has a bunch of dead grass around the yard.
Yes,
Sure.
that screams cursed location to me. Let's go.
There's a castle on the
Ominous.
hill, as the story goes. And there seems to be the dead on the grassy knolls.
Okay, that's the Nathaniel move. That's Orchid doesn't do that. I just couldn't resist.
Okay, you're still in bat form, so you're not touching the ground. But as soon as Lou touches the ground, I need you to roll. What would be a good thing to roll here?
Wait, as soon as Lou touches the ground?
Yes, the grassy ground in the
Lou
front yard.
Okay.
What would I?
What dice roll?
Arcana. Roll Arcana.
I have a +0 to Arcana, so here we go. 12.
You sense a light. You kind of sense something, but it's very unclear what you sense.
Well, yeah, it's. What about? Oh yeah, Orchid's flying in bad form. Because...
Yeah, no. Or if Orchid touches the ground, then yes. Orchid does not touch the ground.
Lou just kind of feels a shiver up his spine.
Are you okay
That's what you get for
there?
touching
This
ground,
is
buddy.
weird. There is definitely something magical going on with this location. I just can't decipher what.
Unfortunately,
That's
I
fine.
don't have detect magic, so I definitely I couldn't say.
Why not?
Because only Lumina has that spell. No, only Hera has that spell. And Lumina later on, obviously.
One time.
God. Okay. What do you
But the
do?
DM hasn't realized that D&D spells are not character traits. Distinct to one individual class of character.
Okay, what do you do now that you're at this house? There's like a front door.
Lou's not gonna go to the front door. Instead, he's going to like investigate around the area and see if there are any secrets.
We're an adventure party, so of course we don't go for the door immediately. So Orchid is just going to, instead of investigating the surroundings, just going to straight up like peek through the window.
You peek through the window and you see a normal-looking living room.
Nothing out of the ordinary so far.
Now, Lou, roll roll investigation to see if you find anything.
Yes, I will. Okay, a 3.
You find nothing. The house, you did walk around the house when you were investigating, and the rest of the house looks normal. I mean, a bit overgrown and unkept, but nothing too out of the ordinary for a house. And you found nothing.
Oh, if this house,
Yay!
if this house wasn't spooky and decrepit, I could see myself living here.
You don't want to live in a spooky house?
It's definitely not the worst design. That's for sure.
It's in a good area. There's a lake, like right over there, that is rather pretty.
That is
I
true.
mean, you can renovate.
Wait,
So
hold
You
a
can
second.
renovate.
Just
Hold
going
a
to the
second.
door.
Lake? Wait, the
and-
lake? Lou, do you think it's the lake?
No, it's not the lake. If there was, it would be confined in a magical spell.
I mean, the house is sort of confined by magical spell, allegedly, so...
Allegedly.
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 Oh wait, I have to believe in the curse or I'll get kidnapped myself. Yes, it is absolutely magical.
You
forgot
can't
the
force yourself
rules.
to believe in something. You can't force yourself to believe something that you don't believe.
Like,
Oh, that
Exactly.
works.
Lou goes over to the door and
It's called being raised religious.
knock, knock,
Bro, I was
knock.
raised religious. What you
But,
talking about?
I mean, but you still have an active choice eventually. As time goes on, you have an active choice to believe in said religion
Well,
or
that
not.
time hasn't come yet, okay?
Okay. Okay, dang.
So Lou,
The orchid, start listening to your god more, okay?
Lou goes over to the door and is like, knock, knock, knock to see if there's like any reply.
No way, they went to the door.
Yes, we went to the door.
Not the door. The D&D
There is no reply, but the door does creak open slightly, as if it's inviting you in.
That's
Well,
one
not the
hell of
least
a.
That's not the least bit
That's
suspicious.
not creepy at all. That's not suspicious in the slightest.
Yeah, call
Thank
me
you,
crazy,
Spooky
but
Ghost.
I definitely do not. I know this is kind of a stereotype, but I don't think we should go through this door. If anything, I can fly up and go through the roof or something. They're not expecting that, right? Maybe that way
Through
won't
the
disappear.
roof. Yeah, Aiden,
Uh,
Aiden, that chimney?
There is no
Lou just
chimney.
looks at
Do
Orchid
we have a
and he's
window that we could just fly
Lou-
through?
Lou just looks at Orchid
There are
and
windows,
is like,
but you,
he
none
just
open.
shrugs and he's like, well, this isn't the first time I've been kidnapped on a mission. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, come.
Orchid tried to protest, but Lou's already through the door. So,
Gosh darn
No.
it.
Oh,
Okay.
it hasn't. Like Lou
Round
hasn't
door.
entered. Lou hasn't entered yet. He's just kind of joking around,
Oh, okay.
and then he just kind of, chuckles under his breath and says, "You're right. We do need to proceed with more caution."
What's a cop?
See. What?
What's caution, bro?
Caution is something that our players have. So Lou just kind of shuts the door. But there is something he did identify is that he did not hear a voice. Which,
Yeah,
kind of
I've looked inside and the living room seems completely empty. So I don't know if anyone's actually here or not. Or if they are, there's somewhere that we can't see.
I'm going to roll investigation to see if there is a different entrance I can use.
All right, I will do the same, but I will go to the opposite side of the house and look from the roof down to cover more of an area.
Lou just kind of looks up at Orchid and says, "Oh, I wish I could do that."
Magic, baby!
Use Lou.
Anyways, I got a 15.
16.
What do you get, Lou?
16.
16.
You both notice there is windows, but besides the windows in the front door, there's no other way in for some reason.
Does the roof have any holes of any sort?
No, the roof is strangely holeless.
Does it
It is
look
overgrown, but not holeless.
Does it look stable?
Blasting. So
Yes,
Oh.
it's stable enough where you'd have to really try to break the roof, which who knows if that would even work.
Would claws?
Well, I know.
Yeah, would claws work?
No.
Okay.
Bat claws, no.
No. I was
saying.
gonna wild shift again into a rat because I obviously have that form from last time.
That also wouldn't work.
Okay. All right.
Wait, what are they trying to do?
Use claws on the roof.
Yeah, I was gonna claw through the roof in rat form to go inside.
What if window, first floor,
yeah,
lock?
that's what I'm gonna do. Lou walks up to one of the windows and takes out his, one of his scimitars. Just kind of does a smashy smash on the window.
Okay.
And
I
jumps
guess
through.
that works too.
Well, actually, when you smash the window, all of a sudden, a black swirling vortex appears with with the window being open and sucks you right in as long or repairing the glass behind you.
Okay, there is no roll to hit. You just hit it, but also by
What?
Yeah,
No!
by
No! You've been
guys. It's gonna be
copied!
guys.
She doesn't say that.
Guys,
You
the Super
haven't.
Mario 64
Oh
point
god,
thing. Let's go.
this is the cat girl brothel all over again.
Listen,
Okay.
I mean, you're the one who want to break the window. That's gonna fight back.
More importantly, Jacob, how are you are you going to try to follow Lou? If so, how are you going to re-break the window in battle?
I mean, technically, your bat form could ram it. You just can't scrape tile or like destroy tile with rat claws or bat claws.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you could try.
Okay, well, I mean, if I'm gonna ram through it, I'm going to cast resistance on myself, and then just straight up just ram through to make sure I don't like cut myself with glass.
Okay, you do that. A vortex coming, then sucks you into the house, repairing the one behind you.
I'm not leaving you alone this time.
Oh, the front door would have been so less violent.
Yeah, we had to go for the violence option. That seems to be an Okulta custom.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
even
apparently.
even with our most violent character not physically here.
Well, I mean, you don't believe in doors, so like.
Like, that's because we thought if we used the front door that it might have been a trap, but the
Honestly,
whole house
if
was a
every
trap all
person who
along.
has been to this house has gone through that front door that is unlocked and have not returned since then, doesn't really bode well.
Fair. Congrats.
Lou comes crashing in the living room on the floor in the middle of the living room.
What's the furniture like? I could use a good couch.
It's a nice beige couch with comfortable looking things, as well as
Things.
as well as a little lit lamp next to the couch.
Yeah, can we have just like sent them flying straight into the couch?
Sure. Flying straight into the couch.
Soft landing, Lou. Yay!
And then
Oh wow, that's
Ulu just coughs upon hitting the dusty couch.
You're welcome. You got a couch.
okay. Orchid gets Orchid gets a mouthful of dust, and so, I was like, obviously, like they got like a cloud of dust basically, and so as a result of that, ends her wild shift, and goes back to regular form. oh my goodness. Well,
the house looks rather nicely well kept together. In front of you, there are 3 doors, and to the side, there's a strange-looking closet with a bright red door.
In the closet?
No, a door. That's a bright red door that looks like to a closet. Closet door.
It's just like, don't touch the closet. The closet is suspicious. Let's look elsewhere.
Hey, red usually means exit, though, guys. Like,
we don't want to find the
But it's
exit
a,
yet. We only just got
it's
here.
A closet. We just got here.
yeah, but like, remember, maybe it could be exit. Maybe it could just be, Mr. Aiden's death spiral.
Well, we just
So,
enjoyed the death spiral, so yeah.
I'm going to roll investigation to see if there's like anything in this house aside from the red closet door that, pertains to our investigation in any way. 13.
There are 3 doors. One in front of you, one to the left of you, one to the right of you. And each of these doors seem to have a little note attached to each of them saying 1, 2, and 3 on them.
Yay, numbers.
3 doors. I
Oh.
really wish we had Scooby with us.
There's actually 4 doors because the closet, but Ignore
Guys,
me.
guys, 4 doors, not 1.
Even if we had Scoob it, I'm guessing that these doors lead somewhere.
That's what a door would be for, right?
Absolutely, they lead somewhere. Probably multiple somewheres, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think that's how a door
Shall-
works.
Shall we stick together or split up to find out what's on the other side? So Lou just walks up to door number 1 and grabs the doorknob.
You're not gonna knock?
It's inside.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Giving
never
it
know.
a little twist and pushing it open.
Ah. So you enter that room, right?
Yeah, we're gonna actually use doors now. We feel like it.
Are you Wait, is Lou entering the room
No,
alone,
no,
or is
no,
Orchid following her?
Lou isn't entering the room. He's opening the door to see what's on the other side.
You open the door and it summons a vortex that sucks you in. No sneak previews in this house.
No
I'm
sneak.
I am sensing a pattern here. All right, Lou. Actually, I'm going to do something quickly because I think we're going to need it, considering the pattern that's going on here.
I mean, if you open the door,
like,
the vortex
talking
already
to
sucked you in.
Well,
like,
yes,
well,
but does that
like
mean that
talking
Lou
to
can't
Lou
hear
and
me?
being sucked into a vortex.
The door slams shut behind you, so yeah, Lou can't hear you.
That's not how doors work.
Magic.
It's a magic door.
So, where the magic doors apparently really thick walls.
Yeah,
Okay,
something like that.
fine. If Lou can't hear me, I cast sending, and I say, Lou, I'll be with you in a second. Hold on tight. I need to prepare something first. Then I will go in. If this pattern is to continue, we need to make sure that we have all of the stocks.
Like Lou making a noise of absolute agony from hitting the floor again for a second time is just like.
I will also prepare a cure wounds.
Lou in the other room is now in a cave. Now this cave is a pretty medium-sized room, but all around you there's a whisperer.
All around me are familiar
Yeah,
faces.
please.
But in this room, from the corner of Lou's eye, Lou thinks he sees something moving, but he's never ever quite able to see it, but only
So?
hear it as it goes by.
Lou gets up and he's like, "Hello."
Listen.
Hello.
Listen.
I'm listening. He takes a step closer. Kind of an unsure step. But instead of pursuing the figure, he just sits and waits for Orchid. Kind of knowing better at this point than to strike out on his own.
He's learning.
You may be a tempestuous little thing, you shadow creature, but I know better. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm doing two things because now I just found a cave and I will then do the thing I was actually going to do.
A little round ball comes rolling at your feet.
How round?
It's a ball.
How smooth? Perfect sphere levels?
It's a small little red ball.
It's actually incredibly lumpy. As it moves, it goes.
Listen, the whisper creature just didn't inflate this ball very well, okay?
It's a lumpy ball.
Lumpy ball.
Oh,
No, it's not a lumpy ball, it's a nice ball anyways.
Lou, who's not
What's the smoothness of the ball?
Lou, who's not willing to play ball, is just kind of sitting, like looking at the ball, like, I am not playing this game right now.
What ball? Give him another one.
So Lou just kind
The
of kicks it back at the shadow creature.
Watch, 2 balls now come from the shadow creature.
Lou suddenly hears a noise behind him as mysterious door has appeared behind him that's cracked open.
Is it another vortex?
I mean, not if you actually walk through it. You know, these doors wouldn't become vortexes if you actually walk through them. Instead of leaving them open, they're magical doors you're supposed to walk through and not just be like, oh, let's leave the magical door open. They lead somewhere.
It's Lou is still waiting for Orchid, so he just looks at the door, gives it a middle finger, and says, "Hold on a minute. Can you be patient for 5 minutes?"
Then the red ball violently goes at your face, knocking you through the door.
Aw, not my ball.
How much damage do I take from ball?
2
What is
damage.
ball?
It's 2 damage. It's a very weak whisper.
The fact that getting damage from a ball was the first issue. Why
Lou
your
just
ball?
gets
Oh
hit in
man.
the face with the ball, and he's knocked out and like blinks through the door.
All right.
You're not.
Orchid-
Well, you're not knocked out. You're just knocked. And as you get knocked through the door shuts, and Lou finds himself in a doll factory.
Oh god.
Okay.
Is
Alright.
Like this is
I'm just saying, Orchid probably should have came immediately instead of being like, I'm gonna wait here for a minute. No. You can't.
I was
be
trying to
lingering.
prepare something that could have helped, but D&D Beyond says I can't do that. So yeah, you're right. I probably should have done that.
Yeah, but oh well. Now Lou is now in a doll factory.
Lou.
And you
is
see a bunch of dolls. Some with eyes missing, some with head missing, some with arms missing, looking like all these dolls were in the middle of being constructed.
Did I just fall into uncanny hell? What is this?
A eyeball rolls to your feet.
Oh no, not another one. Could you
And
please-
the eyeball blinks.
Oh god.
like Lou is just gonna go look for a way out.
On the other side of the room, there looks like to be a key to a door to your left.
It is a saw trap nonsense.
You don't know what saw is, though. Saw's not canon. or
No,
maybe
he
saw.
means saw trap as in literal saw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the equipment?
No. Nah, it's just a bunch of conveyor belt that people were constructing dolls on. Like a
Grab the pan.
Christmas elf
But do I
village.
mean the pan in English or the bread in Spanish?
One of the baby dolls turns towards you. Its arm missing and one of its eyes missing, with its lips unpainted, and goes, "Mama."
Luke grabs the key, opens door, runs through.
It's on the other side of the room. You have to walk. You see it on the other side of the room. You have to walk there.
Like,
Just got the
Lou is
background.
just scared by door. It kind of runs over to the key. And it's like, please, I don't want to be here.
Okay. You're walking. Uh, 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 do you
No,
walk?
he's
Start
he's
walking through a
running.
dog outfit.
Yes.
Only he's missing his head and part in his shoe.
Not the shoe, bro.
Hold on. Where are we now?
In the doll factory.
Oh, we're still
Still
in the doll
doll.
factory. I thought we left the doll factory. Okay, all right. We're still
Oh,
in
we
the
haven't
doll
left the
factory.
doll factory.
Okay.
What do? Do you throw off this doll?
Yeah, like Lou just
Okay, you're gonna have to roll a strength
shake it
check.
off.
You have to roll a strength check because this doll's pretty strong.
How strong is
It's
a
a
doll?
doll.
It's a supernatural doll. You
Like,
not seen
what
any
do
of
I
the
have
Chucky
to roll
movies?
again?
Strength check.
2.
You have to get above a 10 to get it
16.
off.
To beat a
Okay.
doll?
You managed to throw the doll across the room. Then all of a sudden, another doll comes out. A small little
Okay, I'm
ginger
going to
doll with
roll.
no arms, but it looks
Dang, you
like
angered.
she has sharp teeth in
Dang,
her
you angered my doll.
eye and no eyes. Now you have to roll athletics to dodge her as she tries to lunge at you, FNAF style, to bite you.
Athletics doesn't make sense for that. Acrobatics does.
Acrobatics then.
Go
Yeah.
biter.
14.
Okay, you manage to dodge the FNAF doll. Not actually FNAF doll, I'm just calling her the FNAF doll. And she ends up hitting the wall, and you make it to the key. Now, I need you to run athletics to see if you make it to there without the dolls interrupting you as you run.
15.
You make it to the door. You manage to run to the door, and manage to make it there and open the door.
Okay, so Ulrich Lou unlocks the door and pushes
Ulrich?
through. Yeah, I accidentally slipped up. Choice of words.
You open the door, and then you go in. Okay, now Orchid, what do you do after Lou went in there and you were waiting in this room? What did you do?
Well, because as my idea didn't actually Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. My idea very much could have worked. I was going to say, like, when I said I need to prepare something, I was going to prepare a new spell, but I need to get rid of a particular spell, and I didn't actually decide on one to get rid of. So that was that was my bad. No, but because that no, otherwise I just wasted my time. We'll say that it worked, and I'll figure out a spell that I've forgotten. Because I finished doing that. I basically go through the first door that Lou went into, which means I'm in the cave. And I'm thinking, okay,
Yes.
Lou, are you still here? Oh no, of course not. That'd be too easy. All right, let me try.
The whisper runs around you.
Sorry, the whisper runs around me.
Yeah, the whisper.
Okay,
There's an entity that's running around you that you can see out of the corner of your eye that's whispering into your ear.
fantastic.
The little shadow lad.
Fantastic. I cast Fairy Fire.
You see it to be a little shadow shaped like a little goblin boy. And then as the goblin boy rolls a ball to your feet.
There you are. So you're a playful entity. All right.
He nods.
All right. Did you see my friend go through here? Slightly taller than myself, dark hair. Outfit that looks more like this room.
Mean went through bad door.
Oh no. He went through the bad. All right.
There isn't a. But as you notice, there is no door in the room right now for some reason.
Bad door? Which door do you mean? As I say that, I pick up the ball and toss it back. You know, trying to play catch.
It's a gone door. It's always gone. But then comes here sometimes. The shadow goblin boy throws the ball back at Orchid.
So what you're saying is I have to wait for it to return. I bounce it off the ground with one throw, and it goes to the goblin again.
Goblin catches it. Not exactly. He throws it back at you. disappear. As soon as you catch the ball, the Goblin Boy disappears, and you notice there's a door in the right corner of the room now.
Door.
You mentioned a good door and a bad door, but only one door that seems to appear. Hello, are you still here?
The Goblin Boy seems to be gone.
Take the ball with you.
All right.
Your
Seems
ball
like-
now.
It seems like I have no choice. I'm going to need to. Wait a second. This is where I'm actually going to go. I'm actually going to go into D&D Beyond and get rid of one of my spells and prepare the other one that I have, which is basically it's one of the basic druid spells, so it's not like I'm just pulling this out of thin air or anything. Okay, I need to get. Oh, that's fine. I can do something first. So I would have done this in the interim. It's just that again with having like 3 different backgrounds at the same time. I was like, okay, all right, let's go. All right, I think I can probably get rid of this one. Okay, here we go. So now in that case, if this is the option, Orchid is ready. So she's going to once again in preparation. She's going to open up the door but peek inside.
As the door vortexes you in, like pulling you forward, closing the door behind you.
Cast Entangle, the spell I just prepared.
What's Entangle?
I am so glad you asked. So
Jacob,
yes.
you madman.
Grasping,
Jacob,
yeah.
you madman.
When I said I tried to prepare, I meant literally as in like the game aspect. But yeah, grasping plants sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain that just beyond the spell ends. Each creature other than you must receive a strength saving throw, either a strain condition, until the spell ends. The strain creature could take, that's full for combat stuff, but essentially, grasping plants sprout around and they're able to entangle something within that area, in this case, myself. So I'm able to, I am looking through, I'm trying to observe past the vortex to see what's going on while rooted to the ground.
The vortex, you can't really see past this vortex. It looks like swirling blue energy in some sort of weird space-like void. But the room in front of you starts to dim a little bit. The cave itself starts to flicker and starts to fade.
My fairy
As
fire is
if
running
the
out.
the caves itself is starting to flicker out of existence.
Is that my fairy fire running out, or is it no, that's the actual cave disappearing. Okay. It's like I said, I can't wait for the door. Wait, the Goblin Boy. If he's still in here. Goblin Boy, hello?
There's no response.
If you're still in here, quick, come down to this area, you'll be safe.
No answer.
Oh no. I can't leave another creature behind, not another creature behind. Another fairy fire.
Oh no.
I'm just saying, the room is a majority gone at this point, and potential, but this room is looking like the void itself.
Bro,
And the air is also getting slightly thin as well.
You need to move, bro. You need to move.
I'm serious. We don't have much time. I don't know what this place is. You clearly do. You know better than I what danger we might be in. Come down here quickly and I'll get us both out of here.
Yo, Aiden, roll for goblins.
The goblin no longer exists, though.
Dang, he gone. What did bro do to the goblin?
Okay, for the sake of dramatic effect, Orchid is going to wait until the last possible second, and then undo the untangle and let the vortex absorb her.
The room is 95% gone.
That's not 99. He's still got time.
The air is so thin, you can barely even breathe at this point.
Okay, that's an issue.
Yeah, so
You really weren't meant to stay in this room after opening that door.
with a swing of her sickle, which is not part of the outfit, but is actually part of a thing. Anyway, I forgot to add. With a swing of her sickle, she cuts the entangling plants that are at her feet, and therefore lets gravity take over, so the vortex can absorb her.
As the door shut. Okay. Also, I'm going to need Orchid to roll. I need Orchid to roll a d20. By the way.
Oh, just a regular.
No modifier. 20.
Okay. All right then.
No modifier.
Okay. 9.
Oh, I also need Lou to roll a d20 too.
I have so many tabs open. Why do I have so many tabs open?
That might be a good few tabs.
15.
That's a good number.
Okay. Anyways, Orchid finds herself now in a nice looking bedroom with silky white and soft looking sheets.
Launch him straight into the bed.
Another soft landing.
And no.
Yeah, I know. We want to have
Nah,
soft.
you didn't land straight into the bed. Although you did lay on your butt.
Hey,
Anyways.
better than nothing.
Anyways, across the room, there is a nice door that looks super easy to open. But noticing the bed looks soft. It looks so comfortable.
Works hard, bed soft. Am I right, Ghosty?
Now, I need you to roll. What is it? Knowledge?
There's no such
Wisdom
thing as
saving
knowledge.
throw?
I'm guessing, yeah.
No, wisdom. Roll. I need
wisdom-
you to roll wisdom.
It's probably a wisdom check, Vin, because I'm not being saved against anything at the
Yeah.
moment, unless I'm being charmed. And
Hey,
stuff
I
that
mean,
don't know of.
oh, you're getting.
You're being
being charmed by a bed, bro.
the bed is trying to charm you. The bed
With
looks
wisdom
so
saving throw.
soft and
Okay,
great.
fine.
Wisdom
In that
saving
case,
throw.
I will roll wisdom saving throw as soon as I deal with the background. I'll put the background on first, then I'll do the wisdom saving throw.
The DC is 15, by the way.
Okay. All right then. To be fair, Orchid is like very out of it because she was asphyxiating a second ago.
Yep.
So
You
she
need
is at the moment. She's
you get
registered what is in the room, but it's but she's still like somewhat like dizzy with somewhat blurred vision. So she's kind of stumbling
You might
around.
need to
Most of that
some disadvantage, buddy.
Yeah, well, unless it cancels out by the fact that I can't properly see the bed.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with that. So, and also because my mind is on that the poor innocent goblin boy that Orchid is fully convinced she failed to save. Speaking of potential failed saves,
Can't believe you did.
oh, that is a 12. That's a failed save right there.
The bed's so alluring, you just can't help yourself but go up to bed and just lay in the bed.
Very, very dizzily, like not entirely sure what she's doing. That she's doing with everything on her mind. She just like stumbles one side to the other, and then like the same way that one might do with like very, very tired coming back from like a long day of work or something. She just like falls like face first, collapsing onto the mattress.
The bed's so comfortable. The silk sheets almost feel like they're tangling around you, like they're just naturally wrapping themselves around you, pulling you in. It's almost like you're in quicksand. The bed is just like in the middle, just going you, and almost like you're falling through the middle of the bed. It turns out you're 100% falling through the bed. The silk sheets are pulling you into the middle and just pulling you through the middle and making you fall through the silk sheets.
Hey, it's comfy though, so who cares?
And because
It's
Orchid
comfy
is,
though, so who
because
cares?
Orchid is lying face down, she fully sees what's underneath the bed.
A vortex. You end up
I
falling.
just got out of one of these.
There's so
We
many.
fall through a vortex, obviously.
Okay,
Okay.
you know what? I'm wild shifting into the bat form so that I get released from the mattresses. I'm not having this.
No, listen. The sheets are wrapped around you as you're falling through.
Yes,
Mind.
but
They're
I
having a
can't.
tight
Yes, but
grasp
they're
around
not wrapped around my
Yeah.
much smaller bat form that can fly.
You're going to have to roll a strength saving throw to see if you have enough strength to cast the spell to.
Aiden, what the? Aiden.
Hey. No.
Aiden, what the?
You can't just.
Aiden, listen, Aiden.
Yeah.
I need you to. I'm going to say what you just said. One, just so you can hear it from somebody else. I need you to roll a strength saving throw to see if you can cast a spell.
If you have the strength to move a little bit just to cast the spell, because
Give
you're kind
me a
of.
few seconds. Give me a few seconds.
Vin,
Let
if
me
I remember
check
correctly, like
if-
different classes have like different like main stats, right? So shouldn't that like for druids that's something else, correct?
Well, I'm checking something specific right now. That is the wrong website. The main thing I'm looking for here is where is wild shape? There it is. Okay. I also actually, hey, Jacob. I regret to inform you of something.
What?
You have been wild. You can't do a bat. The limitation of wild shape at 2nd level is no flying or swimming speed. You can't fly till 8th level.
Well, I mean, I hate to break it to you, we've already had a.
It's too late now, but like.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is absolutely too late now.
You get no swimming creatures till 4th level, but like you can fly.
Right.
You just get no swim. Okay,
Well, you get no more creatures. So no birds. Only you do get that though.
That's fine. Yeah. I'll keep the bat.
Okay, it is recharge on gain every. You get starting at 2nd level. You can still use bat, but no other flying creatures. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
On to 8th. All right. Okay, where is when you are transformed?
No, he wasn't transformed. He was transforming while.
Because I'm checking the through line process. Because I'm pretty sure there's something else you would need to roll here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wouldn't be strength, but because I'm pretty sure that there is some stats like tied to my spell casting, from what I remember.
Okay, if there is something that you would need to roll in case something is stopping, there is no physical way to stop wild shape. If wild shaping into a smaller creature than the area confined, there is no way to stop it through physical means.
Well.
I mean, these are magical
Well.
that were conveying your body. I wouldn't you need a way?
Aiden, hold up. So, you are being covered in something that is shaped to your body. And then you were to change size into something smaller. When that happens, the stuff around your body does not immediately shrink down within a matter of a second to become the size of that bat. Rather, it would take time to condense down, leading
But I
to
mean,
the and
wouldn't you
usually
have to do like some sort of hand motion or some sort of
Oh.
actual motion with
to
your body to
at least one of these
realistically
components:
cast the spell,
verbal,
though?
somatic, or material. Material doesn't matter right now. Verbal is the saying of something. Somatic is the seeing of something. Wild shape, it's verbal.
Oh.
You don't need to use your hands. You just need to say something.
Orchid
maybe
says,
his mouth is
"Ah!"
We already
Wait,
so
I don't know.
so
Anyways,
here's what I
anyways,
would
he
say.
did. He already did hit the DC anyway. So
I mean, because he's rolling off strength for
yeah,
a spell. Okay,
strength to resist the magical bed. Listen. I'm specifying it's a very magical bed.
But the magical
we're in a
bed is
supernatural.
the magical bed is no longer restraining me. Therefore, I would not need to use strength to resist it.
No, the question right now is what would you need to roll in order to be able to do the verbal component of the spell to allow you to fly out? Because it's not strength.
I already screamed,
And also a major reason why I had him roll anyways was on the basis of the idea of this bed pulling him in was near instant. It was like he got in, the sheets immediately started pulling him down. It wasn't let's wait 5 seconds to slowly start. No, it's like the bed just starts like constraining him and like covering him and just like yoink, you're going in. So you would have realistically, it's not something you could just immediately react to. Like, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't just let this bed just pull me in.
Okay, that's not how I interpreted it, and the way that it went up slowly. Yeah,
I am going to need the amount of time you expect it to take, Aiden.
3 seconds maximum. It doesn't take very long. It takes only a few seconds to go. The bed just kind of starts constraining you as soon as you properly collide with it.
What if I rolled dexterity?
Dexterity would be the right way to go, but Aiden, I would just like to say before this keeps going, by technicality, you are allowed to react after 1.5 second of something happening. So technically, this could still happen, since in the 3-second time, you would still be able to react after that 1.5 seconds. Since wild shape does not take time, wild shape does take time, but it does not take long. Let me get you roll like a 2.
Orchid, like in a puff of smoke, just poofs into that.
Well, I mean, even with the verbal component, though, you have to say it. And it takes more than a second. Whatever. Anyways, I mean, I'm willing to like let that strength saving throw that you still hit earlier still technically just count. And just move on from like you turn to a bat, somehow escaping this magical bed. But there is a problem now. There is a vortex in the middle of the bed, seeming to suck everything in the room.
Run to the door, bro!
Okay.
But bats can't open the door! Bats can't open the door! What are you gonna do?
Bat ram!
Well,
the door's a pull, not a push.
First of all, Orchid is going to fly out of range of the vortex's pull. First and foremost, so for that, I can imagine I would have to roll strength.
That's the strength saving throw.
All right then. So strength saving throw. Here we go. That is an 8.
Aiden, you must be logical with your rolls. He's a goner, boys.
You're really close. You weren't able to escape the vortex. You're being really pulled in. What do you do now?
Dang it, bro.
Well, I can cast Entangle again. See if
Entangle you don't want. I don't think Entangle counts on the ceiling.
It counts.
You're flying, bro.
It counts on the floor. That's like aside from the bed. If I'm trying to move away from the range, I'm going to try and go not just like straight upwards. I'm going to try and go to the sides to make sure I can escape it.
If you do go any lower though, even to cast a spell, you will be sucked in the portal. You cannot go any lower on the floor.
All right,
check if you
Then
can.
you already are.
Then I shall do it while flying.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
great.
you cast Entangled, and you're in the floor now has plants that is holding you in the air.
Ah, thank goodness.
Yeah, but this room's still being tore apart.
You know, a
Aiden,
bat.
I think the only character who's helpless to these vortexes is Lou, who just keeps being tossed back and forth like a rag doll.
Jacob, I got bad news. Bats can't breathe as well as humans, so your time
Oh,
is even smaller.
Yeah, the oxygen, much like previously, is getting thinner in this room as it's getting dimmer, as it's almost like flipping out of existence.
Fair enough. Now that I'm entangled, I will come out of wild shape, and I will and I know that my human weight will be enough to
I mean,
resist the
but
force
you
more.
flew.
Jacob,
But here's the problem: you flew above the portal, so you're like 1 foot away from the portal this whole time. Now,
The vines entangling me are away from the portal. That's the thing.
Jacob, that is
So
your last wild shape until next until your next.
I know that. I'm so now, and I'm also out of spell slots. I've been keeping.
Oh God, he's done so.
So, what do you do about the situation? So the air is getting thin. There's a portal on the floor because the bed has been sucked in. The bed itself folded in on itself, and now everything in the room is just
Air
in
swim
here.
to the door. Air swim to the door.
Swim? There is no moving. If you move at all, if you release the spell, you fall in the portal.
Hey, listen. The vines could move. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I don't think that's how entangle works.
I need to check the wording of entangle. Hold up.
It doesn't mention specific control of the vines, other than that they will grab what is in range of them.
Yeah, so you are being held by the vines, 1 foot away from this portal that's sucking all the oxygen out, with the door halfway across the room.
Swim through the air, bro. Come on.
The only thing that Orchid is able to do now is
watching horror.
Well, not watching horror. No, is find a way to plug it.
It's a portal that's technically growing bigger too. It's kind of like a black hole. It's like it started off as like a little thing.
You didn't mention it was growing bigger.
It's expanding.
You will spaghettify, so you should run.
I can't run, is the thing.
But yeah, you can't move, or you fall in the portal. As the room flickers out of existence and all air gets sucked out.
Bro, just embrace fate.
Let me look at Orchid's list of spells.
She's out of spell slots.
She's out of spell slots. There's no more spell slots.
Oh.
Bro,
she can't while she has no spell slots.
Jacob, let me further this in character. Orchid, just embrace fate. It's what she wants.
If I had another spell slot, I would use Thunder Wave to blast myself 10 feet back. That's what I would have done next.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Okay, so what do you do now? Do you?
I'm going to take the I'm going to start throwing things into the portal itself to sort of feed.
You're like what, throwing like the flowers and like rope.
No, I'm throwing the remaining melted ice cream in there.
Okay, you're throwing the stuff in the portal. It's doing nothing, but you are
running
out of oxygen. The air is getting a bit thin in this room now.
Creamy portal.
And the portal does look a little bit gross for half a second, like you're flushing a toilet.
Okay, well, I forgot.
You made a creamy portal.
I forgot.
That's
I forgot to de-shift myself. Okay, so in regards to this, like Orchid is now starting to panic. She's looking around around herself, like basically patting herself down, like trying to investigate anything that might be like potentially in her pockets, in her tools, on her sleeves. On her sleeve, she rolls up her hand, realizes the sigil is still there, and activates the Omnitrix. Baby, we're getting out of here. Retreat.
You're leaving Ghostie to die.
I'm leaving so I can return later.
The sigil doesn't work. The sigil does not work all of a sudden.
God.
You try. It glows for a second, like it was trying to work, but it gets interrupted for some reason. It's not working.
For some reason, okay.
For some reason. I wonder what it's called. Wink, wink, dispel magic. Wink, wink, counterspell. Wink, 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 non-magical field. Wink, wink, magic sucker.
Yeah, wink, wink. I don't have any. Oh wait, access. Well, if it's dispel magic, then how's the magical vortex working?
Fair.
It's
Wink.
magic of the hat. Yeah, it's listen.
Okay,
The
I don't know
answer
what
is
Ben's
no.
talking about.
Orchid holds her wrist as far away from herself as possible and continues to press.
It's doing nothing, and your oxygen is so low, and the room is almost gone.
You're gonna pass out, Jacob.
And by the way, if you pass out and you're still entangled, your body will not move, but you will die.
Wait, why would my body not? Why would my?
Because the spell would technically linger, but you should never stop the spell. So it's just keeping your body
No,
there. as
no,
you're not-
wait.
If the room collapses, eventually the vines will give way.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold up. Let me check Entangle.
Is it? Do you have to be conscious for it to work?
Entangle Entangle is a concentration. If you are knocked out, the spell will stop.
Oh. Okay, I was going to be like, because if so, your body would be there in a void, and you would just die.
Nope, Entangle's concentration.
In any case, Orchid pulls out a sending stone. Greg, I need you to get me out of here. I need to make a tactical retreat quickly.
The sending stone glows for a second like sending a message, and then just shuts off. In a strange
Bro, your
manner.
stone's shutting off. That's crazy.
I see. This stone had a short circuit, like
Guys.
This whole place is a short circuit.
Like
My
at this
brain
I mean, you
is
should.
short-circuiting.
My brain is short circuiting.
Aiden,
I saw the bubble map. I saw the.
Yeah. And
Okay.
what Ghosty?
At this point, you should just put this setting in modern day. I don't think this, fantasy world is working out for you.
I got this,
Why?
Nana.
Also,
I
Why?
got
What did I
this.
say? What did I say? What event thing? It's just the sending stone isn't working. It's short circuiting or like flickering out. Like it's not sending anything for some reason.
Let this man fantasy is fantasy, bro.
You
What
keep
do you-
using references to modern technology during your fantasy campaign. That's what I.
Well, yeah, earlier, not now. I haven't made any in a while. Anyway,
Short circuit. It like.
yeah, I'm using. I'm using vocabulary like that to explain it to the campaign people.
The players. They're called
Yeah.
players. They're called.
Like I'm using that. I do use that verbiage to explain to the players to give them an understanding of what's going on or
I don't
what it's looking like.
think I've ever heard this man use the word verbiage.
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 And that's why I use short circuit. It's not like a character saying the word
If
short circuit. Saying it's short circuiting or like looks like it's short circuiting. It's like flickering out. Like it's not working. Anyways, so the sitting stone's not working. What do? The air is so thin. You may only have the chance to do one more thing in this room before you completely pass out.
Hit the gritty.
It's the gritty. That's the
press
waste
that
of
again.
time.
Nothing else.
Hit the.
All right. So okay, in that case, by the way, like I got rid of this item, but only because I thought I was gonna have to use it in episode 3. I didn't, so I should still have it. Orchid is going to drink her potion of gaseous form.
You are now gas.
Okay, you are now gas, but all the air is being sucked out of this room. Therefore, you get sucked down into Portal 2 as a gas.
That's fine. That's fine. She's fully given up on trying to resist, but she's making sure she doesn't pass out from asphyxiation because it's happened twice in quick succession. She's just covering her bases so she doesn't suffocate.
I was about to be like, I mean, you're just gonna get sucked down, but sure.
Yeah. No, she's fully aware of that. At this point. She's like exhausted all other options.
Okay, Orchid, I need you to roll a d20.
Okay.
Anyways, while you roll, let's pivot back to Lou.
Yes.
Welcome back, Lou. How's it feel to be on Haunted Mansion, the game show?
The Lou is.
So Lou finds himself in the room he started in.
The room where it happened.
Hold on. Well, no. Which room do you mean? The room he started in? Doll factory, cave.
front room.
The front. Oh,
Living
okay.
room.
Oh. All right then. Yeah. All right. Sure.
The room where it happened.
So Lou finds himself back in the starting area. But at this
Okay.
point, he just kind of lays on the floor. He's given up.
Hey,
At-
Aiden.
Dang.
At this
Aiden.
point, he's been tossed around by so many vortexes that he can't count anymore.
Well, maybe if you wouldn't resist the vortex and would actually just walk through like a normal
Oh
person.
yeah,
does.
because
You're-
that's human instinct, isn't it? Don't resist against the thing pulling you into itself. Next time you're near a singularity, Aiden, don't resist it. Just be
Yeah.
good and be compressed to death.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you haven't died yet.
Don't-
wow. When you put it that way.
You haven't died yet. That's my
Don't
thought process.
resist her. Don't. It's simple as that. Just don't resist her.
Like, don't resist her. Anyway, Lou just kind of stands up and dusts himself off. But now he's wondering, where is my compatriot? Where did Orchid go? And he looks back to the door and he's like, oh no. He takes out his ascending stone and just kind of uses its one charge to try and call Orchid.
How do you pick up when? Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, isn't a sending stone used to send a message?
Yes, but even
Yeah,
if Orchid could
that's
pick up
what
the
it
sending
is.
stone right now, it wouldn't work because of the fact that like all the magic seems to be dissipating from here and that they don't work.
Oh, no. Actually, Lou, do you use the sending stone?
Yes.
Okay. What message do you send?
Are you doing all right? Did you go? Are you doing all right? Please pick up. I need to know if you're all right or not.
And then Orchid somehow gets that message.
Hold on, wait. So I can't send things, but I can receive them?
Oh no! Okay, Jacob.
Okay.
It's the vortex. It's got to be the
okay,
vortex, right?
I'm gonna slow down for a second. I think I know what's happening.
Okay.
Magic in the house isn't affected, but magic out can't get outside.
Exactly. You can't contact Greg, but you can contact Lou because Lou is in the house with you. If
Okay.
Greg was in the house, you could
Well,
contact him.
I'm in a parallel dimension right now, so I'm definitely not inside the house.
Well, yeah, you went to a vortex.
Yeah.
No, you're in the house. You're just in the vortex that you went through.
Yeah,
Vortex
the
is
vortex
part-
is part of the house.
Yeah.
The vor-
The vortex is what takes you to each room. Anyways, Lou, what do you do after you send that message? You don't get a. What do you do after you send that message?
Lou just kind of accepts, his fate.
Lounge back on that couch, bro.
Not his fate, but he just goes to the second door, thinking that maybe he can find Orchid.
Hey, Aiden.
Yes.
It's roll 1d20 per room you go through, right?
Yeah.
So Jacob rolled 2d20s. How many d20s did Ghosty roll?
Ghosty only rolled one, so
That's
Ghosty...
I am saying they need to
know
roll a
for-
second one.
I know
Oh.
for a fact that Ghosty has been into at least 3 different rooms because I found the back room, the back rooms for all of them.
We're not including the living room.
Yeah, the living room does not count.
No,
Yeah.
neither am I. Cave, Doll Factory. I guess that might be just 2 actually. Now I think about it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Cave, Doll
true.
Factory, living room.
Cave Doll Factory, living room.
All right.
We're back in the living room. So yeah, Ghosty.
Wait, what
go to
did you actually get
20.
on your D20, Jacob?
Oh, I got an actual 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ghosty got a 15 on your first roll. What you get in your second roll? Base D20, no mod.
Base D20 no mod.
What'd you get?
Okay, hold on. D&D Beyond is tripping.
You want
Do you want me to
for
roll
you?
for you? You want me to roll it for
Everybody
you?
with D&D Beyond.
Oh, 18. 18.
So- 18, 15, that's 18, 15, 33.
So we have 33
So,
and Orchid has 10.
Aiden, the number was
All
30,
friend
right?
No.
Ghosty.
You raised it?
No, I told you it's not been 30.
No, I
It's a
thought
net-
we changed.
No.
I thought it was one of those things where because of stream length, we lowered it to 30. But okay.
No.
I got it.
No. Wait.
So we have Orchid 10, Lou 33. Let's keep this rolling.
Okay, anyways, so Lou, you enter this room, and you know what you find upon this room? You enter in floor 2?
John McNamara.
A room made of clouds you could walk on. Are you
Wow.
ready to...
Oh,
And across the room there is a door. But there are several clouds leading the way to that door, but it looks like you have to jump from cloud to cloud to make
It's
it
glass.
to that
It's glass
door.
bridge, bro. It's glass bridge.
Oh man, you got a Mario level.
parkour.
Yeah, hardcore
Ew.
parkour on magical clouds in magical sky world.
Yeah, you got a Mario level. Good for
Okay,
you.
so
You got Mario level.
what do I need?
Yes.
Acro.
Acrobatics?
Gotta be acro.
Yeah, I'm rolling acro.
Okay,
Like,
your
Lou's
thing is
going to go
14 you gotta
for
get. 14 or higher.
19.
Okay? You hardcore parkour all the way to the end and make it to the door.
Lou is surprisingly good at hardcore parkour, and he's just kind of looking for Orchid as fast as possible. He's just
Can Lou just forever get advantage on hardcore parkour?
Assuming it happens again, I suppose.
Can Lou just have eternal?
like
Can Lou
has a
can Lou just have
+4 on his
eternal?
acro, so he kind of does.
Yeah, can Lou just? Can we just have
Okay, Ghosty, I need you to roll a d20.
no mod, no nothing.
Just a regular d20?
Yes.
Regular D20, no mod.
2.
35.
Good. Okay, anyways. Now, do you go through that door you made it to?
Yes,
Door,
let's go
door,
through the
door.
door.
Yay, door.
Okay,
door.
you walk in the door, and you find yourself...
Have yourself a merry little.
Orchid.
You find yourself in a room with a mirror.
And a bunch of mannequins. I'm just kidding.
Do you go check out the mirror?
This
It's
is
like
just Mario 64, bro. The
Why
mirror
am
room,
I-
the cloud jumping. This is Mario 64.
Why am I in a nondescript area with just I'm just imagining a like a plain black room.
Yes.
In the center of the room is a spotlight shining onto a mirror.
Go up to the mirror and hit the gritty.
Why'd you have to say that, Kristen? I've got to find
Hit the
that.
gritty. Hit the
Oh,
gritty.
no, here it is. Kind of.
Hit the gritty for the mirror. Gritty for the mirror.
Anyways, do you go
I mostly
up and investigate the mirror?
and I'm going to give Jake.
And then you're gonna
No,
hit
we're
the
not
gritty.
going to hit the gritty, but
But
Lou is
the
going to check out
gritty.
the mirror. But we're in medieval times. There is no gritty here.
But the gritty.
The gritty can wait till modern day.
Much like Jason Mraz. should have.
I'm gonna make one of the characters. I'm gonna make one of the characters that I made hit the gritty.
Oh God.
Right, well,
Ding. I'm
here
I'm
you
gonna
go.
make.
Room with a mirror. Not
Good.
fully
Room
black,
with a mirror,
but it's
that
close.
works.
Yeah.
I mostly wanted to set the scene so Jacob could finally find a background easier, because Aiden is not doing a good job of explaining himself. So.
Well, that's what happens when Aiden has so many rooms.
Listen, this is the only episode that I'm probably gonna use this many backgrounds for obvious reasons.
35. That part I wasn't prepared for.
I told you. I texted you this weeks ago.
No, you
Aiden,
did text me a few
you never
examples of
know,
backgrounds, but
'cause-
you didn't say how many there were. I do have some of the other ones that you
By the way,
possibly
Aiden.
outlined, but again, it depends. I guess you might not get those if it was randomized. So who knows what?
Hey,
Yeah.
but we have the armor shop.
We do have the armor shop. That is one of the backgrounds I found.
Okay. Any
I am gonna need that. That's all right.
Anyways, do
Walk
you
over
Ghosty?
to
Do
the
you go up
mirror.
the? Do you go
Yes,
up
I've
to the
been doing it
mirror?
for like a couple of seconds now. Get with the
Yes. Anyways, you
programming.
go
I'm
up to the
gonna do.
mirror,
Claw.
and then all of a sudden the mirror seems to ripple for a second.
Hit the claw.
Please don't be another vortex.
It's 100% gonna be another.
But what do you do with this mirror now that it's rippled, though?
Can you not
Avoid
just
it.
grab the mirror?
You know, like a normal human being. Obviously, there's no
Break
space
the
to go
mirror,
in there.
bro.
And instead of gathering around the mirror, he's going to take a look around and roll it. I'm gonna roll investigation. Let's see what he finds.
Disadvantage. You're in the darkness.
13 for the first roll and
Yay, a
2 for the
2!
second. It's better than a 1.
It is in fact better than a 1. Aiden, what does a 2
You
get?
see nothing. Just this mirror in the center of the room for some reason.
Well, it's that dark. What did you expect?
Yes.
Lou's not gonna go into the mirror. In fact, he seems to be reluctant of it. The ripple of the mirror, kind of designates it as a magic item, and he's hesitant. Maybe if I wait here long enough, I will. He just kind of dives into the mirror.
Oh,
Is it a portal or does
it
it
is
just
a portal. It's just like
anyways, if it is a portal, Ghosty, could you go ahead and roll me another D20? Base, no mod?
Base no mod?
Base, no mod.
14.
Okay, that's gonna be a 49.
oh. Okay, you jumped
Ooh,
the mirror.
times.
Now cutting to Orchid. Orchid. What did Orchid do last? Orchid
Oh,
fell
she
through
turned,
the
Orchid got
she
bed
turned into a bunch of gas and then entered the void.
Yeah, entered the bed void after becoming gas.
Orchid finds herself in a forest.
Do you want to do some foresting?
I mean, I could definitely do with some resting. I don't know about foresting.
I mean, you're kind of near. You're out of wild shape and spell slots.
The forest is a nice,
That's what I'm doing.
serene.
I'm not sure if Eddie knows about that mechanic, but yes, that is exactly what my point is.
The forest is a nice, serene, peaceful place. Birds are chirping. Children. It sounds like children are playing in the distance.
It's a beautiful
Sun is
day
shining
outside,
on you.
Sun is shining, birds are singing. Yep. All right. Well.
Singing. Yep. I'm doing things like you.
But then all of a sudden you hear a little spark as the forest lights ablaze around you.
Oh, God.
I hear us. Okay. Well, given that I am still comprised of gas, I am staying far away from the flames.
Yeah, what kind of gas are you, buddy? What's your gas type?
Flammable.
I need an elemental name. What gas are you? Are you a hydrogen? Are you a nitrogen? Are you a radon?
Well, probably not nitrogen because that's too obvious in terms of fire. That wouldn't give me any sort of reason to avoid more than usual. So
yeah, are you a radon?
Well, I don't. So we'll see. Here's the question: in D&D, do they ever specify what type of gas a potion of gaseous form gives you?
Now I have to look this up.
Yeah, well, there you go. You gave yourself homework. Well done.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be doing this while this is happening. Where is? Oh, here we go. You gain the effect of gaseous, so it's just gain the effect of gaseous form spell. Into a misty cloud, so it's mist. All right, you are misty cloud. What kind of mist do you want to be?
Flammable.
Like, you can't be non-flammable mist.
I don't know what types of non-flammable mist exist, so I'm gonna go.
The world around you is blazing. What do you do?
Let me see.
Does this potion end? How does this potion work? Like, how long are you gas?
Oh, wait a minute. Actually, hold on. I've got an idea. Okay, I think I know what kind of gas I want to be. Vin, don't say what type of gas it is. Dihydrogen oxide, please.
Oh,
Nitrogen
no.
monoxide?
No, dihydrogen oxide. So I'm going to so what I'm going to do is I'm going to float upwards and like go as far up as I can into the sky to the point where it gets so cold I condense and I just fully rain on the fire to douse the flames.
Wait, what gas are you?
Helium.
Dihydrogen oxide.
Dihydrogen oxide.
Helium.
Dihydrogen oxide. Okay, dihydrogen oxide. That's a pretty good gas.
It is a pretty good gas.
Aiden, what do you know about dihydrogen oxide?
Hydrogen. Not hydrogen, helium.
Dihydrogen oxide. See, I'm a chemistry. See, I'm a science guy. I should know
water.
what-
Okay, so you go up there, you condense. I don't think that. Listen, Jacob. I don't think there's enough of you to stop a whole forest fire.
Well, I mean, it was just a spark. It was just a spark. It doesn't spread that fast.
Yeah, no. The forest was. I said the forest was blazing around you. A spark happened, and the forest started blazing around you. Magic.
Hey, listen. You don't know how big his gas may be, bro. He may be gassed up.
That's a very good point. Yeah, I guess the vortex probably stretched me. I don't know.
Yeah, spaghettification, Aiden.
I don't know if you're that much matter.
Hey, roll for it. Let's find out.
Okay.
Actually, no,
let me roll for that. What do you roll for that?
I'm dealing with it. That's why I'm rolling for it and figuring out the consequences later. Where's my D20? Jacob, this is for you. Let's see if you have. See, as a
Enough
physics student,
mass.
let's see if you have spaghettified in a vortex while being a gaseous dihydrogen oxide. In order to be massive enough. In order to be massive enough to condense into a rain to put out a forest fire. Oh my god, that's a nat 20.
I knew it!
Okay, well, you put out the fire. You put out the fire, but then
Not the I knew it.
All right.
once that
happens, the remaining water just like coalesces together and reminds us to form Orchid back again.
You put out
Waterman.
You put out the fire, but then you hear a groaning. And you hear some groaning.
Oh god.
And then runs out Lucille, who's been
Who?
cat. She ran the cat girl brothel.
Ah.
She's extremely burned and wounded as she falls down in front of you.
Hey, didn't you prep your wound?
Spell slots.
Oh yeah, dang. Hey, Lucille, how much time does Lucille have left?
She coughs, falling on her back.
Her skin is flaking off as she's dealing with severe burns.
Orchid rushes over, trying to internalize the fact that she's seeing Lucille again for the first time in whoever knows how long. And well, not how long, obviously, though. I mean, but she thought would be an impossibility, and now she's finding herself, I guess, in the same situation she saw her in last time, with Lucille dying in her arms, and Orchid trying to stumble around, making to see what she has left in order to help her.
Wait a minute.
Let's see. Ah, yes. Okay. She has a water skin in it as part of her adventure pack.
Hey,
Yes.
Aiden?
Yeah?
How do I phrase this? This place is how magical is this place? Like, is there like a specific kind of magic? Like, is it like a evocation, aberration, illusion? Like, what kind of magic we thinking here?
Inside the house, everything is real, but only inside the house.
Okay, because Aiden described more or less like what this scene represents. I would have said illusion in this case.
Yeah. I am trying to contemplate. Is
Real
Out of game, I know
as
what
long
the,
as
I
you're
know
in
what
the
the scene
house.
is about.
Yes.
is Lucille part of the house?
Well, this illusion of her is
Oh, it is an illusion of her. All right.
illusion / fake fabrication, which is as the moment you leave the room, she technically ceases to exist completely.
All
She
right,
never
well,
existed.
Okay, first of all, what Orchid is going to do is say, all right, I don't know how this is happening, but stay with me. I am not losing you a second time. She casts resistance on
She can't cast her. Wait,
cantrip.
she can't cast
Resistance
her.
is cantrip.
Oh,
resistance is
cantrip. Oh, cantrip.
okay.
I thought it was a spell. I was like, wait.
And then uses very carefully uses the water inside the water skin to just cool off her body to ease the burns.
I mean,
We have time.
if you prolong that long enough, it could count as a short rest.
We have time. She would do this for as long as it would take because like you weren't here for this, but like this character like actually died in Orchid's arms and it messed her up. So yeah, she's doing whatever she can think of right now to make sure like for however long it takes. Yeah.
Lucille shreds a tear. It hurts.
I know I know it's going to keep hurting for a while, but trust me, you will get better. I just have to keep working.
No, I won't. Tears fall for her face.
Look,
I didn't get better.
You still have functioning tear ducts. That means that means that not everything has gone from inside of you. She's going to remove like any like like external clothes like jackets or something that would be like in like direct way, obviously respecting her like privacy, but like any other stuff like that that would be like external stuff she's going to set aside. So she's breathable but decent, and then it's going to keep applying. So just going like.
God, get an ambulance. Oh wait, wrong time zone.
Yeah. We've met what passes for doctors around this time period.
Yeah.
Well,
We need
some
real.
Dexter, but still.
We need some real doctors. It's pill time, baby.
Yeah, like the Orchid at best could be described as a nurse.
Mm-hmm. As she reaches her hand out to touch Orchid's face. Yeah. As her body glows yellow, and she blinks out of existence as she fades away.
Before she does that, Orchid casts Spare the Dying.
You can't cast any spells!
Cantrip.
Spare the Dying is cantrip.
Oh, well, it does nothing.
It's an illusion.
It does nothing. You're not. Nothing's dying.
Hey. Orchid doesn't know that. Orchid thinks it's a person.
Well, it doesn't do anything. She just the spell just doesn't work on her. It's like, what do you do now? She's gone from your arms.
Why
She faded, bro.
Work? Why didn't that work? Ah! Like she starts that's actually fully collapsing, like just like bawling her eyes out at this point. I can't believe it happened again! It happened again! So that and while she is there, just fully versed like how impossible this is, like how even like despite all the stuff that she has learned since then, this then hasn't seemed to have into effect, and even spare the dying, which is supposed to not fail. They'll just seem to seem to not do anything. The fact that she was even here in the first place, all of this seems so very impossible. And at that moment, she raises her head, looks around herself, and blinks.
Profusely.
That sure was a lot of rain that I turned into earlier. And then she gets
how wet's the ground?
she gets up, walks over to the nearest tree, and approaches her hand towards the trunk, as far as it will go.
The tree feels somewhat normal, but kind of odd. Like it's not there, but is there at the same time.
Is it wet? Dry?
It's not
Moist?
anymore.
Like completely dry. It's like completely dry.
All right. When that in that
Completely dry.
case, in that case, Orchid bends down. Well, no, she crouches down. Actually, she crouches down, picks up a blade of grass from the ground, and breaks it in half to inspect the contents.
Is grass.
No, but see, here's the thing: if the tree is hollow, she can't break a tree trunk with her bare hands, but she can break a blade of grass. That's the logic.
Breaking the grass at first seemed a bit normal, but like she couldn't help but notice the moment she broke it, it's like strange little magical particles flew out of it.
I knew it. All right. Whoever's responsible for this illusion, you can take me out of it now. I figured it out.
I don't. Okay. How about no?
Sorry, do I hear that? Or was that just you, Vin, saying that?
No, that was just me saying.
Okay, fine.
Nearby, there is a trapdoor. You notice on the floor.
Vortex time.
Oh, of course. Like I'm going through that again.
Well, then what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's fun. It seems
Are
to
you
be
just
the
gonna
only
wait?
exit here.
You're just gonna wait in the illusion of which you witnessed someone who already died once in your arms die again? Do you really want to stay there? Like, you know it's an illusion, but still, it's gonna affect you.
I know it's an illusion. I've seen it happen before. This is quite literally the worst thing that it could have shown me. What else has it got for me?
Hey, that just shows you it's gonna get better. So, I mean, you might as well keep moving. Maybe you'll run into Lou. Don't really want to lose that one too, do you?
That's a good point, Lou. Well, I guess while I'm here, I'll try this. And I look at the sending stone again. Realize that it has. I essentially have the the equivalent of a missed call. Like, oh, wait a second. Could it work in here? If nothing is real in here, it's all an illusion. Orchid is going to once again use the sending stone, but this time try to contact Lou. Lou, can you hear me? Where are you?
Aiden?
Lou is currently on a theater stage.
But is he getting the call?
Yeah, is he gonna get that call?
Like, Lou just picks up this stone.
CC on
Oh,
technical, this is
that's
Lou.
right.
Who picks up the stone? We may not talk.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. It's so good to hear from you. I have been, as I can only explain it, trekking through a bunch of surreal environment, a bunch of surreal and somewhat cosmic environments.
I've been doing
Now
the
I wanna
same, trying to look for
explain.
you.
Oh,
I,
how coincidental!
I prepared I was
I'm
preparing
also
a spell in
looking
order to help us resist the vortexes, but by the time that I entered the cave, you were gone. I found I found this goblin boy, and then and he said that you entered through the bad door. But then and
Do
then
you
the
still
door
have his
that appeared.
ball?
Didn't I throw it back?
Well, it's not really that
Yeah,
I
I
chose
think
to
so
enter
back.
it. It's more like I got hit by a ball and flung through. I
Oh,
did not
that's
enter of my own volition.
oh that's odd. I caught the ball twice and threw it back at the goblin boy. Do you think that means Goblin Boy could still be alive? If that ball
or
was
this
supposed to
entire
send things
place.
in and he disappeared soon after. Oh, that's such a relief.
That or I have another proposition. Maybe this entire place is an illusion.
Oh, there are definitely parts of of here that are illusions, all right. I wish I knew how to dispel magic because I got what might be the worst possible room for me just now. But I worked it out. If everything about this seems so impossible that yes, you're right. I didn't think to check how hollow the ball was. Goblin Boy could also have been an illusion. But the question is where are we now? If it's all an illusion, these places seem so vast that we should have run into each other by like how big the house was. There's definitely some sort of augmentation spell on here, if nothing else.
I'm also starting to believe that may be the case.
But if that is true, then the people who disappeared 35 years ago, they could be anywhere around here.
That is what kind of is happening, I suppose. Ulrich just kind of looks off the stage to see if there's anyone in the room with him.
All of a sudden, a spotlight comes on a man in a hat. Well, are you just gonna stand there or are you gonna do something? Seriously, what's the point of auditioning for my show if you're not gonna actually perform?
Don't just stand there, man. Kiss her.
Get to it.
Lou,
Yeah.
Lou, I have another idea. I have to leave you again. I need to rest up. But once I am done, I will do my best to find you. I'm pretty sure I've thought of a way.
Come on, what talent do you have to bring to my show?
Why'd they go southern?
On.
Just make them. Why'd they going southern, bruh?
Because you know how you have 3 NPC voices, so does Aiden. I'm kidding.
Lou puts the sending stone back into like his kind of what is this? A leg pack? A fanny pack? What is Lou?
It ain't no backpack.
I don't know.
Satchel.
You designed the character.
Satchel.
We call this one a satchel.
A
satchel.
Wow,
anyway,
the satchel.
No, he just hit us with a Phineas and Ferb reference.
Ah, okay. It just sounded like
you performing or not?
Okay.
You performing or not?
Lou, who has only one discernible talent, and that is, cooking.
Bro, start cooking. Pull out the weed supplies right now. Come on.
What?
Oh, different cooking. Sorry.
Yeah, different cooking?
Show-stopping meal of real mass appeal. A show-stop delectable dish.
How are you supposed to do anything with that requires performance when your charisma is a -1?
Well, not really too sure. But there is one thing Lou knows what to do, is that he reaches into his satchel because he has one thing on him that does classify as a talent.
The One Piece.
What does Lou do, huh?
He's going to take out a playing card set.
Magic time.
Is this where you find out that Lou has a deck of many things?
Ah, that'd be funny.
It would be funny, but Lou just takes out the card set, and I'm going to roll
Performance?
performance.
I mean, it's cards. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of
Well,
hand.
so, wouldn't sleight of hand be doing something mischievous? I don't know if Lou's doing something full mischievous.
Card
you
magic
don't-
tricks are called sleight of hand, bro.
True.
It's gotta be sleight of hand.
So Lou just kind of shuffles the cards, and he says, "I learned this trick."
Where?
Well,
You just did?
I learned this trick in the militia. And then he
Basic.
throws the cards up, and I'm going to roll sleight of hand. 14.
That's a pretty good sleight of hand right there.
And the cards just kind of fall into his sleeve. And then I'm going to roll sleight of hand again. 17. The cards sort themselves. He flings the cards out of his sleeves, and they sort themselves into somewhat neat piles on the floor.
Yo, coolio, bro.
The director starts clapping. Amazing! You're gonna be the star of the show.
What even is
worry.
the show, bro?
The show is just through that door. He points to the door that spotlight shows on. Walk through there, and the show. You're gonna.
I don't
stop
think you want the
whole
show to stop, but okay.
Okay.
It is
so
a show-stopping
Lou
number.
A real
Lou is-
showstopper. A kick line is inevitable.
Lou is going to collect his cards. Just kind of say, "Thank you. I've never had anyone say that to me before."
Thank you. I'll be here for 30 more seconds.
And then he's just going to kind of proceed through the door within a timely fashion.
Now, here's the thing. Since Ghostie ended up getting a 49, regardless of what she rolls next, she would reach the number she needed to reach the whole time. So, Ghostie, or Lou, now finds himself in a strange new room. A pure white room with a crystal at its center floating.
Solitary confinement. Get out of there, bro.
As the crystal brings out a hologram. Hello. If you're watching this, you have made it to the end of the house. Now, you may be tempted to smash the crystal and end the house.
But
I implore you, don't.
why not?
My brother, he died.
Good for you.
The town said he founded this town, but everybody said he was bad luck.
Too
And
bad.
now, they burned him in this house. So I, as my revenge, cursed the town and the house, giving them true bad luck. So I implore you, don't smash this crystal. Just
Hey,
leave.
don't smash the
They
crystal.
deserve-
Take the
That-
crystal. Free loot. Sell it, bro.
The hologram / ghostly image of him disappears.
Yeah, snatch that crystal. Sell
This
it.
recorded message.
It's good money. Probably like
Lou
at least
just kind of
500 gold, especially on that black
sighs
market.
And is like, "Well, surely, if this is the end of the rooms, I can just wait here for Hookin." He just kind of rubs his face because he doesn't know how many rooms Hookin is gonna go through before, coming here.
A lot more than you.
Yeah, a lot more.
Because
Jacob only got a 10.
Jacob has
or
a
50.
10. And needs a 50. And
So instead of
I don't.
smashing the crystal, he just kind of walks up and gives it a hug. I'm so sorry for what happened to your brother, what happened in this place.
But
Surely you can find it within yourself to let me and my friend out. A girl with green
roll
hair.
persuasion.
I'll roll persuasion
Oh,
in
yeah,
a
roll per-
second. Give me a moment. A girl in this house, green hair. We are not of this town, you see. We have just come here to help the
This is
missing
where
people.
being outsiders pays off.
Yep.
Okay. What do I roll? Persuasion?
Yes.
Alright. Hold on to your ass.
Mm, the crystal is glows for a second. It stops glowing for a second, then glows for a second. Would you like to now? The crystal seems indifferent about it. What are you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do about it?
It's
Lou
neutral.
was just going to say, please.
It's neutral.
And then I'm gonna try the
Okay,
persuasion
now roll
roll
persuasion.
again.
Now
I
roll.
was like, it's
12.
neutral. Okay, the crystal decides to stop glowing and falls in your hand, deactivating permanently. As the house shakes, and there's a white flash, and you find you and Orchid in the living room, alongside Mrs. Marwick.
General John McNamara.
Oh dear. Oh, how am I? How am I here? She looks at you
So-
guys. You
How
broke the
am I here?
curse. Mrs. Marwick goes up and hugs Lou. Thank you so much. How long has it been?
A long time. But
5 whole years.
it's not me you should be thinking. He holds up the glowing crystal. The crystal. Thank you.
Oh? Well, I appreciate whatever you did that caused me to be free.
I
She,
hope
she, she.
convinced the spirit keeping you here that continuing being angry was not worth the expense.
Well, I appreciate that. Maybe this town will get better. Or not. Who knows, the people.
Maybe there is only one.
The
There is
people.
one last thing that needs to be done in order to make the town better, or at least restore it to what it was before. And here is where
We need to eat some more cream and herring.
Yes. But in order to do that, I think I might have to wait. Let's call it 50 minutes. Give me 50 minutes.
Y'all want to nap on the couch?
I would not be against the idea.
Yeah, I'd say take a nap on the couch, bro. It's gonna be quite relaxing. As he stated, it is quite the comfy couch.
All right. And once I have done once we have done that, I know of a way to put this chapter to bed. Metaphorically speaking, while we physically go to bed, of course.
Grab a book, put it under the pillow, just for extra
Well,
stiffness.
I'm gonna go see my husband. She runs off.
All right.
Go to her husband.
Good luck. I hope the door doesn't absorb her back the same way that it did for us. Oh wait,
Well,
no.
I mean,
No, you deactivated it. No, never mind. Okay.
yeah, you can.
The crystal deactivated. The crystal can't do anything anymore. It's no longer it deactivated itself.
All right. Well, in that case, 50 minutes later. So I'm going to go ahead and yeah. All right. So let's see. That means I'm going to take a short rest. Yep. And oh, never mind. Okay. And that means I get I get one more wild shape because there are still a bunch of people missing. You see, they've been missing for some of them up to 35 years. We need to figure out where they are. Even if the house has been deactivated, it's still pretty big, and we've only found one person in here, which means it is time to
They
bring
could've
out
died.
a different weapon. I'm going to wild shape into a creature that can help us out in this situation. That has wait, hold on a second. It didn't save. Oh man, I had this whole thing timed out and everything. I'm going to import the images once again and remember to save the model this time. And then once I've done that, here we go. All right. Okay. So with that in mind, I am now going to wild shape and adopt the form of a creature that can help us out, and is also a creature that I am at this point very, very familiar with. Scooby Dooby Doo! With Scuba's superior nasal tracking skills, I follow the scent of humans and other creatures until I find them within the house.
I mean,
In a room, you find a bunch of people sitting there knocked out on the floor. They all seem to be still alive and breathing, just comatose temporarily. But they seem to slowly start waking up as soon as you're walking in.
Blue is just holding the crystal close to his chest.
Attention, everyone! I hope that you are all doing okay. You don't have any major emergency injuries. We need to get you out of here. Please, if you are able to help others, do so. If not, those who can stand, form an orderly queue, and I will lead you out of here. What was that? Oh, that was guttural. Interesting. I hope Satan's not in here. Anyways, follow me!
Lou helps some people out, but meanwhile he's just kind of desensitized to the fact that it's like one of his friends transformed into one of his other friends.
I needed the
Yeah,
tracking skills.
He's just kind of in a state of physical and emotional shock from watching that.
I ain't feeling you on this one, buddy.
Some of
bro,
the more injured people ride on the back of Orchid shapeshifted into Scooby.
Even the spectator was confused and concerned.
Why are you concerned? Wild shape, turns you into a creature that you know well. What creatures does Orchid know better recently than Scooby? It makes sense. So yeah, we help the people exit the house. In fact, using Scooby's cartoon physics, there's this Orchid Hanna-Barbera's her way out of the door with leaving a Scooby and Scooby shaped hole from which everyone can also leave.
Do you want to transform back yet? Like, please.
Not until everyone is safe.
As everyone exits the house.
Somehow head count. I forgot to ask how many people disappeared.
Too many. It's been 35 years.
Like there are, I imagine there are some people who have came in this house that are like positively, absolutely dead now.
Oh yeah,
some people did die.
There's some.
Some people ended up.
Orchid recognizes the cousin and the daughter from the photo and goes up to them, says, "You two, how many people had disappeared when you came here?"
A lot.
I'm going to need a more exact number, please.
Sorry,
Let's
Scooby
get-
Doo is a mathematical expert. They are
Like
going to need
over 115. Or at least
All
I
last
right.
don't
when
think
we were
Scoober
here.
can Scoober count that high.
Everybody line up. We need to do a head count.
Everyone's like, who is it? A bunch of them shake their heads and just walk off, especially the young teenagers / kids who don't really care.
Orchid's that Scooby
Dude,
barks at all of them. I don't believe I made myself clear. I said we need to do a head count.
Hey,
Everyone-
Lou, I'm not liking
no,
aggressive
roll
orchid.
roll
Right.
intimidation.
I don't like aggressive orchid, Lou.
If you
I
get
don't like
intimidated
this.
from all
The
staying.
Scooby apotheosis is taking over.
Lou, I don't like this.
Lou doesn't like this either. In fact, he's having PTSD flashbacks to him being stabbed.
Don't worry. Orchid has a -1 to intimidation. So unless
Yeah,
you wanna
I
use,
know.
unless you want
It's
to use
charisma.
Scooby's character sheet. Oh, that is
No.
a 2. Okay,
I,
never mind.
like I said,
Okay, you don't intimidate anyone and they just leave you, not caring at all.
No, it intimidates me and Lou, and that's it.
Do they not care that they were disappeared? I thought this town was
They
concerned
don't.
about their citizens.
They're not. They don't care. Welcome to Selfish Lodge, bruh.
I just want to go home, man.
I understand that, but the thing is, we need to make sure there are no other people in the house.
Dude, people are selfish, bro. Let 'em-
In that case, Orchid starts like sniffing around the house just to see if there are any like other lingering scents around the perimeter, assuming that the augmentation magic will mean that the scent would still carry.
Bro, it's like,
It's hard to tell if there are any more people here or where the bodies would be.
Orchid is going to
Let
roll.
the bodies
Orchid is
hit
going
the
to roll in
let the
investigation. She doesn't want to leave anyone behind. 18.
Okay.
Lou's just kind of.
You end up finding 37 corpses under the house.
Lou's just kind of following.
I think I found the
Clearly
other.
He's not in a good state of mind.
37.
I think I found the other citizens.
Yeah, you wanted to find them. You wanted to find them.
We did say so.
Good.
Well,
You
you
did
found
it.
them. Fine.
Are we done?
I'm the dead one.
At this point,
No,
at
okay,
this point,
now
Orchid
just stop being Scooby.
at this point, Orchid is just like is eyeing the corpses, realizing she's hearing Scooby's stomach growl and realizing how hungry she is, and in a panic, wild shifts back. She does not want to be in that mindset.
Oh, phew. Thank God.
Okay, that went a step too far almost. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's everyone. That's all I could find.
Are we not gonna know how you feel about the corpses?
Which means
37 corpses are on the floor.
Which means the Goblin Boy was the illusion after all. Of course, we were going to be too late for some of them. As much as I want to make sure that everyone is safe. After 35 years, who even was to say?
Like,
I'm surprised there aren't more of them that have gone, considering that food was also probably an illusion.
like Lou just walks over to Orchid, takes her face in his hands, and just, please never do that again. Please never do that again. I just watched you transform into Scooby and back, and that was a horrifying process.
Yeah, I'm not even in that. I'm not even in the world right now, but like, yeah, please stop.
Truth be told, being in that form for too long was also quite horrifying to some degree.
Could you
You feel the full
Could you feel-
schizophrenia.
I'm not sure
could
how
you
he does
feel
it.
the allure of Satan?
It was worse. I didn't feel the allure of Satan, but as soon as I saw those corpses, much like any other corpse the Scoobert comes across, I felt a hunger that I do not wish to feel ever again. I will skip a million breakfasts rather than go through that a second time.
I much rather. I kind of want to go home and lay down now.
Well, I mean, cash in with the boss first.
Yes, but we should at least notify people that
And maybe, like-
that there are that these corpses are here. They will want to. I guess most of them are skeletons now, but they will want to bury their dead.
Understandable. Lou just kind of walks into town.
Hey, we got 37 dead
presumably-
people.
Presumably, there are families reuniting.
Yes. Families are uniting. You see Marwick, he gets to meet his literal kid sister, who's still a child because everyone's age was frozen in there. I mean, they still have a chance of dying, but
Wait,
everyone's
then
age
why are
ended up
there
being
corpses?
frozen, so. Because they died.
I guess corpses they age. Guys, corpses
Corpses-
age, everybody.
I
Magic
guess
is
no,
alive.
I guess
corpses age.
I guess they weren't immune to starvation.
Well, I mean, technically, some rooms have food. It was their choice not to stop eating, or if a dangerous enough thing happened. You guys could have got pelted by giant rocks.
Well, illusory rocks.
Yeah, illusionary rock.
The illusionary rocks that could do serious damage to you.
Yeah, where was
it's,
the
it's,
yeah,
it's
where
like,
was
it's like the Matrix on Mine Makes It Real.
Yeah, you can still get actual severe danger. You were still in danger at some points.
Yeah, where was the where was
Not all
the
points
RP?
you're in danger. Like the clouds, for example, Lou wasn't technically in danger there. I mean, Lou would have fell to a bad place and went to a bad room if he fell, but you know, he wasn't in danger of falling to death, for example.
See, what determines going into the bad or good room in the ball?
Oh, if you befriend it. Lou said no, I don't want to throw that ball.
Ah,
So, you know, the bad
Everyone-
room happened. Orchid was actually nice to the kid, so got the good room.
Oh,
And then-
okay.
so that means
You weren't nice to the kid.
bad equals bad room.
Hold on a second. Wait. Actually, if we both entered that room at the same time and Lou had been me and Orchid had been nice, would we have gotten a neutral room?
No, you wouldn't have gotten a room.
No. You would have gotten whatever you were whatever primarily you were doing.
Okay.
I guess it
Well, I
technically
mean-
would have conflicted, but like if one was being mean, I guess it may have caused a vortex. It would have caused confusion with the rooms, but you know,
It'll just separately suck you both.
pretty much. At that point, if one of you is being nice and the other snubbing the child for some reason.
Also, can we just emphasize that the good room was a bed that was quicksand? I don't know if that classifies as good, to be honest.
Okay. Good. It was good compared to a haunted doll factory where the dolls are trying to kill you.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Good in comparison because you could easily just resist the bed and go to the next room. Versus the other ones where you have to run from evil dolls.
Yeah, you sure you can resist that bed though, bro?
You couldn't resist the bed, but you should. If you can, it's relatively easy and safe. No room is safe, but also it depends on the room how safe it is.
I mean, I think the living room was pretty safe.
Oh, the living room was like the safest. It was like the most neutral room.
What was the red door?
Oh, the red door was like a little like bow themed shooting range where someone was going to basically be like, I can't do this anymore in themselves in front of you guys.
Wait, were
And
they
then
gonna
it was gonna
shoot
spit you
they were
back
gonna
out of the living
shoot
room.
themselves with a bow?
Yeah, the way you were supposed to escape that room was through hitting the target with the bow.
Wait,
They
were-
just
were-
shot
were they-
themselves.
were they gonna Minecraft style, like, it shoots up into the air and, like, hope it falls down on them?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Well, more like you like rank the somewhat. It was difficult, but they were just gonna shoot themselves in the head with the bow.
Alright.
Can we not?
Anyways. Yes, anyways, you guys were in town. Everyone's uniting, happy, crying. Yeah.
So while this is going on, Orchid is going to find some like authority figure, like a guard or somebody, and then communicate the news about the 37 people that
You run into the mayor. Ho ho ho, here we go. Hello, my name is Santa.
Hello, Santa. That's quite an interesting name.
Whoa, isn't this such a blessed day? Look at them all.
It is a blessed day. I will agree with you there. But unfortunately,
I shall also agree.
it is not. Wait, hold on. Actually, beforehand, have you have you been reunited with anyone? You seem to be off by yourself.
I don't have anyone right now. Why? What's up?
Because I need to communicate some bad news, and I want to do so out of the earshot of people celebrating. Unfortunately, not everyone made it back. These are all people from the House of Myths. The house has been fully dispelled thanks to my compatriot here. But unfortunately, it has been 35 years, and a lot of them simply have not made it. We have found their bodies, but obviously there are 37 of them, so we can't transport them all. But it is worth noting that there will be some people here who will not get to see them. They will wish to bury them in whichever rites they should so desire.
We will deal with that. Yes.
Thank you.
I have a whole.
They're still at the house. In that case, enough unpleasantries. Aside from that, it is a day of celebration. So hopefully that will hopefully your town will be jovial from now and for many days to come.
I appreciate it. He grabs Lou's hand.
Oh wait! By your town, I mean our town, from which we are all heading. Oh, you know what?
Thank you for
Forget it.
this.
We're outsiders.
We will build
I'm
a
not gonna
statue in
pretend
your
anymore.
honor. Yeah, I think everybody knows at this point. It's kind of obvious.
All right, fine. We're outsiders, but yes. Oh well, did you?
We'll build a statue in your honor. For an outsider, you are amazing. Spectacular. Awesome.
Yeah, but do you hear that? Last time, one of us got venerated as a feared god, and now one of us gets to be an actual positive folk hero. Not bad for someone who was confined to their room until yesterday. Isn't that right?
Suppose. Yes.
Does that
Or
mean
was
that
it
you're
just kind
feeling
of-
more invigorated and back in the swing?
Yes, I am feeling back in the swing. Thank you, Wookin. I suppose I did need something to take my mind off of what happened.
That is true. Admittedly, wild shaping into Scooby might not have helped, but then again, I was fully convinced you would be accompanying us today, so what do I know? He's going to love when we tell him this story.
He's going to love it. But we need to figure out what happened to him when we get back. I haven't seen him all day.
Yes, that is true. I hope he is doing all right, but I might have another patient to attend to. Do you feel like you want to go back home now, or do you want to stay here and celebrate with the people hailing you?
Eat some herring and cream.
Herring and cream.
Ah, yes. You want some more thirst-quenching ice cream? I know a good place.
It'll quench you.
Nothing's quenchier.
It's the quenchiest.
It's the quenchiest. As much as I do want to stay and celebrate, it is a little bittersweet. Like
I don't think that's what cream's like.
They didn't prepare it correctly.
How they preparing more cream, bro?
We can celebrate at home. We can celebrate at home with some cake. After all, I do not want to celebrate without our dearest friend Scooby.
What about the crystal?
Well, I mean, the place that does the best cakes is definitely Paul's. So we'll see if Scoopert is up
But
for joining us.
Like Lou holds up the crystal. What do I do with this?
I'm not sure. Was that just a conduit through which the entity like talked, or was the entity somehow trapped in there?
As I've observed, upon speaking to this crystal, it seemed to consider my words. So perhaps here. Thank you, friend. Now, what do I do with you? Other than to set you free.
I'd say just hold on to it for now.
So how do you set it free, though?
Lou just
Hit it with the steel chair.
like he contemplates throwing it on the ground and breaking it, but decides
I threw it on the ground.
right on the ground. What do I do with it?
I mean, you just smash it. That would set it free. Don't listen to
Would it?
Ven.
We can
Yes!
we can take it
sure?
back to investigate. I'm sure that if we ever run into Cora again, she might know the way. This is a spirit after all.
Yeah,
This is her territory.
I'd say for now, just hold on to it. You never know if you could use it later.
To hold on to it. I am so sorry.
Good
but
show.
please do not trap us in an illusion if I bring you home with us.
It probably won't.
It would have to be supercharged magic for it to do that technically now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good.
You have to re-supercharge it. Deactivate.
I
Lost
reminded
its
to myself
charge.
to learn Dispel Magic as soon as possible.
That's gonna take you some time. Druid gets 3rd level spells at what, like 9th, 11th?
Yeah, it's gonna be some time until Orchid can.
It's gonna be some time to 3rd level spells.
I said as soon as possible. I didn't say soon in general.
Okay, Druid third level. Oh yeah, no, Druid gets their 3rd level earlier.
Good, but still, she's just going to
That's
look
because
into it.
Druid's like crazy. Druids are like a nice spell caster.
Do they get to level up?
What do you mean today?
So Lou just kind of takes a knee and teleports back to the Mystery Guild to kind of report that the mystery has been dealt with.
All right.
And also get paid.
Yeah, Orchid waves around to everyone, like bidding them everyone a last farewell. Looks over to Mrs. Potts hugging her cousin and the daughter, smiles, and then activates the Omnitrix.
Wow.
You just want?
I don't know.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, Orchid, do you teleport back too?
Yes, I teleport back as well. Yeah, that was
not Orchid. Lou. I got named.
Lou already teleported.
Yeah, Lou teleported.
Okay. So, we transition back to the guild. Hey, did it go well?
It actually did, for the most part.
Most part, but okay.
It was a hard toil, but it did work in the end.
Thankfully.
I mean, that's good.
What is there to report? Has Scooby came by, perchance?
No, I've been trying to contact him. He's just not picking up.
Oh, I am worried. Perhaps what happened last semester is affecting him.
He might be he might be still in his room, actually. I haven't heard from him since he had my prototype soup.
I'm telling you, they just can't take the soup, bro. It's all in the soup.
You can't handle the soup. Okay.
Dog, maybe they're allergic to the soup, bro.
What Oh wait, hold on a second. We don't know how to treat anaphylactic shock. That's not good. We need
You'll
House
figure it
MD.
out.
Okay.
House MD. House MD.
No. But what? By the way, since the subject they came up with us just a second ago, since last week, since I asked you last week, is there any word from Cora?
No, I mean, she's been pretty busy with the Adventuring Guild, apparently. She's a free spirit. She doesn't always pick up my calls, unfortunately. Why?
Well, we need her for more than just one thing now. First of all, it was Lou's dreams concerning the lake. But this time it was this time there is a crystal with a spirit that is trapped inside it that Lou has that we would need somebody to help us set free, and Cora's expertise in spirits would help with that.
Like, Lou just presents the... Present shiny rock.
Interesting. I mean, Cora could definitely help you free the spirit or remnant of a spirit. It's from from this. Maybe it looks like this kind of crystal was made for doing someone costing their own life and a majority of their soul.
I've heard of
Looks
such
like
things.
it.
People call them relics sometimes.
Well, I mean,
This is one relic we keep with us.
it's your guys' choice.
Well, there's not much else we
He
can
hands
do
it back to Lou. Anyways, here's your 50 gold. Hope you guys put that to good use.
So do they get to level up?
We shall put to good use, thank you.
I will message you for your next mission soon.
Promptly, I suppose.
Hopefully once Scooby is around, we'll see.
Hopefully, I mean, maybe he ate too much rat last time.
Too much rat. Yeah. Eat less. This is a PSA to all damn kids out there. Eat less rat.
He did.
At least he didn't eat the crystal.
Well, that's also true. Yeah. I mean, if there's anyone who could die,
Give him a week.
It would be him. I guess
Give him a week.
that would be a fourth entity inside of him if that's the case.
Yeah, can we stop?
Or third.
Filling
actually.
him.
It's debatable whether or not the rat god is in there or not.
Yeah, who knows? Although I will say, you probably shouldn't get backed by the rat, but by like the rat god. Well, if you have a god that you're already associated with, saying little pro tip, that's an awful idea.
Yeah.
That would
Maybe
have
like
been solid advice had you mentioned this to us last week when we went to the Rat Kingdom.
Well, I didn't think anyone would actually try to get baptized as a rat. I didn't think I had to specify that.
No, I suppose not. I took my eyes off Scooby for a second.
Like, Lou just kind of looks over. He's very confused. After all, he was with the Rat King the entire time and didn't know that anyone got baptized.
Listen, Ratma, who knows?
Scooby got up to that I observed.
Aiden, you know what we need?
What?
We need like a theologian or a classicist just to deal with all the god shenanigans.
Unfortunately,
it makes sense. You don't need to be a cleric to be a theologian. We can just make an NPC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
anyways, I bid you guys adieu.
Maybe that's the Professor Hitchens equivalent.
A show-stopping theologian.
I have been cataloging all of the gods for 30 years.
a real theist,
So,
someone who knows
Do they
all the
level up?
gods.
do they get to be level 3 now?
Yes, that is a
No.
good question. Do we get to level up this session?
No.
Aiden, trust me, you're gonna want to level them up.
Next,
'Cause, you know-
next level, next episode, you get a level up.
Okay.
Aiden, they're gonna need it.
Listen, I need to pace this. I need to pace it.
That is fair.
But they're level 5 and they're level 2!
Yes.
I mean,
Listen,
well, Finn, we don't know how long this campaign is going to go on for, so you know that could be, you know, that could be of the fitting pace.
Me and Aiden do need to start writing that.
Yes.
I tell you what, how
Oh,
about this?
yeah.
How about this? You two behind the scenes is before next session debate on whether or not we should level up and why, or why not, and then we'll go from there.
That is fair. Oh,
Fair
and Okulta viewers, if you have not been able to tell right now, I'll just introduce myself. I haven't. I've just sort of been saying stuff this entire time.
Yes.
Yeah. You've heard my quips and all that. I'm Vin. I am a very experienced DM. I've DM'd these guys before, not Ghosty, but on a old D&D campaign, which is sadly no longer on YouTube. But I have enough experience with these guys and with D&D in general that I have now taken the position as Aiden's. I'm going to phrase it as co-DM,
Yes.
but that's not. I mean, okay, co-DM it is. I will be voice acting a few characters. I will be helping out with storyline, jumping in to make sure he actually understands the D&D logic, which you saw me do in this episode.
Oh yes.
I know big D&D logic. I know big D&D.
He's a liar, and that's why I'm here.
He's a
I
liar.
know.
You
So,
two
yeah,
working together is definitely better than working against each other. I'll say that much.
Oh, absolutely. Because there's a big difference between Aiden chaos and my chaos.
Yeah.
My chaos only comes off when I'm improving, but you know, I've been.
Oh,
and
Aiden's
writing.
chaos definitely comes from improv as well. If you've
Yeah.
seen the first few episodes of the NPC interactions we've had, there's a lot of improv chaos in that.
Yeah, but you know, based on this, there's chaos outside of the improv too.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
I mean, but yeah, this is my first time on the Butter Bunch. I'm usually in Jacob streams, so like you'll
Yeah, on the
see
main
me
channel.
just up here, there, where I will be doing the exact same quips and stupid stuff, even though I am a science man. So like, yeah,
Exciting.
You'll also be
Man.
reacting in horror to, you know, the
Everything.
whatever you learn about the gacha community. Yeah.
yeah. So that's me, and let's just say because I'm here, things are gonna get a lot more interesting. You better wait for episode 6. Trust me, you're gonna want to see the start of this.
By the way, I'm in the group chat, Jacob. I'm putting what the map actually looks like.
Oh,
If you want to show that on screen.
Yeah,
And then
so-
I did a smaller snippet of just all the rooms, like which rooms led to what.
Okay. All right. You did this last time,
Yeah,
by
I
the
can't-
way, of like, you know,
I'm
I guess
zooming in, I
you know,
can't
2
read.
more images will be fine for the end of this.
I'm zooming here and I can't even read it. What the?
Just took a screenshot.
It's so much.
That is
Oh,
true.
what the
Like, that is true. This will be illegible, especially for the chat.
This is
Oh
illegible.
yeah,
bro.
but this is. Listen, I want to show how much of this is how I plotted, like the amount of plotting I did for each room, or like the concept of each room.
this
There is
is
definitely more
illegible.
plotting here than the
It's
average.
illegible.
Yeah.
You see, if you go on door 2, there's clouds that you parkour on. If you make it to a door, you go to a room with a mirror. A mirror copy of you was supposed to come out, and you're supposed to basically be friendly to it and just walk through the mirror to succeed. I mean, Ghost kind of just killed it. Or didn't kill it. Ghost just kind of ignored it, or didn't get to that part yet. But
Ghosty powers.
climbing wall, and
I
the
do
higher
like
door
how
is
the-
a
how the
bathroom
theme-
where you gotta clean it or
I
go
do
to
like
a bad room.
how the theme
Yeah.
is, be nice.
Yeah, essentially.
Being
There's even like good meal and
So
bad
you had
meal
to-
here as well. Yeah.
You had to
Yeah.
teach a lesson somehow.
So yeah, Aiden's all about like this teaching a lesson, be nice stuff. Be ready to question your morality.
I mean, I kind of already had them questioning at least a little bit
Yeah.
about the
whole
mind
map, by
control
the way.
last time.
Oh. No, but I mean, like you were making them be nice. I'm not.
I'm all about that. It's
Yeah.
all about that kindness. About that kindness.
And like
Oh.
certain rooms like kind of like link into each other. Like there's like rock climbing wall after if you manage to resist going to sleep. And then you end up going to a different part of the map, and then
Oh, yeah, you
onward,
did
and
mention
etc.
I did have the rock climbing background ready, so yeah, you did mention that one to me.
Yeah. So
The fact there were so many
lore.
definitely means that whatever you sent me last time, there was definitely a high chance that it would not appear, especially given that it's formatted like this. So should not come as a surprise that I was scrambling the whole time for new backgrounds every 5
Listen,
seconds.
I tried to give you a heads up as much as I could. Kind of hard to prepare for all this because it's less linear.
Next time, if you have like a large selection of backgrounds, could you please send them to me?
Oh, I don't plan on doing this exact concept or even a concept this extensive anytime soon.
Okay.
Yeah. You're
Again,
next.
much like the mind control staff, it's gonna be something that I probably don't touch on at least for a while.
See,
Gotta give yourself a little bit of space.
the
Well, I mean,
next
the mind control,
episode.
the mind control stuff got shattered, right? Unless the trickster fixes it, so then we won't see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's the mind control. It's shattered, but we're not gonna just immediately return to the Rat Kingdom and have another like
Shattered,
what's
but
going on.
we do remember it got, a trick. It's in the hands of a trickster god, and who knows what
Yeah.
he's going to do with
Hey,
it.
it just went to its rightful owner, the original owner.
That scares me more than the Rat King having it.
Yeah, he just wanted to end rat racism and also mind control everybody.
See,
So
Ghosty, he may scare you now. There will be worse just like him.
Oh God.
Secret. I mean, no. So I mean, and like they'll be less chaotic, most of them. But it's alright.
The trickster whole thing is chaos technically, so fair enough.
The trickster may be chaotic, but the purple one.
The purple man, dun, dun, dun.
Purple guy?
They're looking at the document. You know what I mean by the purple one.
Yeah, I know.
They're gonna be interesting.
Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this. Yes.
Just enjoyed this. Yes.
I also hope you enjoyed
this.
Yes.
Yes.
And let us know your thoughts, means of liking or disliking, and leaving your comments on what your favorite moment of this episode was, or maybe your theories for what could happen in the future. And while you do that, we will see
Trust
you
me,
soon.
they'll probably be wrong.
Great, that's going to encourage them.
Dang.
You sure not do a call to
Yeah,
action.
I'm like.
But yeah, but regardless of that, we'll see you all soon enough in another Butter Bunch video.